spread as we're listening to Past the Grave. We're going fishing for your bitch today. We're drunk in Houston, baby. And we go ahead and lick and we'll get rich today. Rich, bitch.
Gravy, gang! What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Pass the Gravy. Happy Gravy Day to everyone. It is episode 572, and it is the most patriotic of all of our episodes this year. It is the 4th of July episode, and Pat, I love what you're doing right now. We're going to see how many hot dogs Pat can eat during the podcast. He's one down. Can you put a hot dog counter in the thing, Robert? Just if you watch the YouTube version,
one hot
you'll
dog.
be able to keep up.
Okay, now I swallowed. Now it's one.
Okay, one hot dog and bun. The record, Joey Chestnut set 76. Let's see if you can get it.
Light work.
All right, well, can Pat break Joey Chestnut's record? Not in 10 minutes, but in however long this podcast goes. Theoretically, you could. What if we just kept the podcast going until you had 77 hot dogs?
Oh, man.
We could just put an asterisk next to it and be like, did beat his record, not in the same amount of time.
Just beat Joey Chestnut's record, really small parentheses in one sitting.
Yeah. The tiniest little font, but it's in like black font on like a black graphic.
It would have to be, dude, I don't even know. That's the great, like, to eat that many hot dogs, and I assume I can't stop to take breaks. So, like, am I going to have to Joe Biden it and just wear a diaper and shit on myself the whole time?
Don't get political here.
I love slipping in jokes like that because your face every time it's like, God damn it, fucking
you got
stop
any
doing
toppings
that.
in them?
I just brought mustard and ketchup. And for people that be, you put ketchup on a hot dog, it's shit ground up, dirty meat together, and ketchup is delicious. Like, there's no fucking problem.
Yeah, it's like pig assholes is what you're eating. So, like, don't act like you're classy. I'm not.
If it was a bratwurst, yeah, I'm not putting ketchup on that. But it's a fucking hot dog.
I'm not a ketchup on hot dog guy at all. I think it's gross. But, like, much like Die Hard a couple of years ago, I just gave up the fight where I was like, you know what? If you want to say, I don't care. I'm not going to eat that. I don't care. Hey, go off, King. Eat all you want, buddy. That's just how I am with Die Hard now. It's like, you think Die Hard's a Christmas movie? Sure, dude. Sure it is to you. It's fine. You ask me? Not at all.
It is.
You want ketchup all over your hot dog? Go ahead, dude. Go ahead. Have as many hot dogs with ketchup as you want, dude. Just please don't make me happy. You want pineapple on your pizza? Go ahead. I don't care.
I almost chopped up a bunch of onions and stuff too, but I was like, this is just getting way more involved than I want this bit to be.
Yeah. You should have brought just a water cup, really. That's how Joey does it. Did it.
I mean, I do have 2 water cups next to me, but I like hot dogs. I want to enjoy the hot dogs.
Happy 4th of July, everybody. This is July 3rd as we're recording this. Happy birthday, America. Hell yeah. I kind of miss doing the pew pew pews. This is the first 4th of July episode we didn't get to have the fireworks behind us in the pew pew pews. Can you just go buy some fireworks, Robert, and just set them off randomly? Stay tuned. You'll never know when the fireworks are going to go off.
Just randomly.
You have like graphics you can do that with. Just at some point in the episode, just make a... There's a secret hidden fireworks show in the YouTube version. If I'm just really like, this is like 10 seconds of just random fireworks sound effects over something. And then, you'll see a fireworks show. Use your phone, record it on your phone, and then show all your friends. They'll definitely want to watch it. So since it is 4th of July, I brought in for the Precome segment. Who is the most American person of all time?
Does it have to be a real person? Or their real name?
I feel like, to me, it kind of does, but like, I'm willing to hear other interpretations of this because like, there's no classification of it. I think they have to be born in America. I think that's fair.
I think that's fair.
I
mean, I've got a couple answers. The first one I was going to say, it's technically a character, Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, Hulk
That's
Hogan
about
and
as
Macho
American
Man
as it
Randy
gets.
Savage came into mind for me pretty quickly.
Also, if we're doing just fake, TV show character, Ron Swanson. Leave me the fuck alone. I'm going to do what I want. That's pretty goddamn American. But if we're going with real people,
George Washington.
I was gonna say, good old Georgie boy is hard to beat.
George Washington's pretty like he's the OG American guy, right?
Oh well, you know what? I would say even more American than him though. Teddy Roosevelt. He like used to box people when he was president. He would have like fucking just boxing nights at the White House.
He seemed like a chill. He had the Bull Moose Party. You want to fuck with a guy in a Bull Moose Party? No thanks. That's why I ran on the Bull Moose Party, but it didn't work out.
Yeah, and before that, his company was called the Rough Riders in the Army.
Fucking
the
sick.
cavalry.
Yeah, that's pretty sick. Non-presidents though, Paul Revere. That's pretty American. He's like, hey, you know how American I am? I'm gonna be like, hey, the fucking British are coming, boys. Let's go. It's time to fight. It's time to fucking fight back and be free. Like, that's the most American thing. He kind of started the whole, like, fuck you, England. I mean, I know they had done some shit beforehand, but Paulie was the guy that was like, hey, round up the troops. It's America time.
I know there's Cowboys fans at home just being like, dude, Roger Staubach, shut up. No, it's not him.
Shut the fuck up. He's not. He's actually a terrorist because he played for the Cowboys.
He quit on the American military to play football. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
You'd think if you care about your country so much, you would sacrifice everything you had and go out there and give your all.
I mean, Chris Kyle is another good one.
Yeah.
Sniper.
I know who that is.
Chuck Norris.
Chuck Norris is really, I had Paul Revere, Toby Keith, George Washington, Chuck Norris.
Here's why I think
Randy Macho Man Savage and Hulk Hogan were like already mentioned, but had them.
It might be Chuck Norris simply because what is more American than taking some other culture's thing and just becoming just doing it better than them? He took martial arts. It was like, I'm a white, semi-redheaded guy from Texas. Mine now. Your discipline, it's mine now. I'm the best.
No, I think it's Chuck Norris then. That is the most American thing ever because like that is America. We were like, oh, hey, England, this cool little thing you have, that's ours now. I am the captain now. And he was like, oh, karate, that is mine now. Being a ranger, that's mine now. I made being a ranger. I made it not look like you're a pussy baseball player. I made it look like I'm a man.
Kick the shit out of people every week, and it was always awesome. You knew it was going to happen, still awesome.
Have you seen the Haley Joel Osment clip from Walker, Texas Ranger?
So many times.
I was about to say, you know you've seen that. Robert, have you seen it?
AIDS. Here's the entirety of the
clip.
Pause
this right now and go to your YouTube on your phone, everybody, and go just look up Haley Joel Osment, Walker, Texas Ranger, and it'll come up. And then just watch that and then show it to all your friends. Happy 4th of July. It's a little 4th of July present for you. I don't know why, but it's just like, whoa, that's a weird direction for a TV show to go. But yeah, Haley Joel Osment has AIDS and he tells him that Walker said he had AIDS. And you're like, oh, yeah. Okay.
The whole clip, Robert, and it's Haley Joel Osment when he's like 4.
He's like, like right before he saw dead people.
Yeah. And he just walks up to someone and goes, Walker said, I have AIDS. That's the whole clip. I don't know why, but it's fucking hilarious every single time.
Like assistants or
you just don't expect it. It's not like they're not at an AIDS clinic. They're not in a hospital. They're like, it's Walker, Texas Ranger, an adult talking to another adult. And then Haley Joel Osment comes by from whatever happened. I have not seen the full episode. I've seen this clip a billion times.
Why was Walker the one to tell this kid he's got AIDS?
Yeah. Why? A sheriff shouldn't have to tell you that.
Texas Ranger.
Ranger shouldn't have to. A police officer shouldn't have to tell you that.
I mean, if you're going to get that news, you might want to get it from the greatest American of all time, though. So
it's the worst news to get from the greatest American of all time. Like, I don't want that'd be like the president coming to tell you that you like, hey, you're terminal. Like, why are you here, bro?
Yeah, I just thought about it. I don't think.
Why is Bill Gates telling me that I have diphtheria?
Like Brett Favre just walks up and is like, Pat, you're going to lose your left nut. We got to lop that off. I have conflicting feelings because one, I'm happy to meet my childhood idol, but two,
oh my God, I love you.
A testicle.
Yeah, that'd be like Eli Manning doing the same thing to me. Eli Manning, oh my God, I love you so much. Thank you for the greatest days of my life. Wow, you're amazing. Unfortunately, Alex, you're going to die in a week. What? Is this a Make-A-Wish? Oh no, I thought I was supposed to know.
It's like Make-A-Wish, just surprise now. I would have prepared something.
Surprise Make-A-Wish would be a really funny TV show. Because then you're just like, what? What?
No,
Why,
Dad, I
though,
told you I like
guys?
Hulk Hogan, not Macho Man. You got the wrong guy.
That would
I'd
have been a
watch
really
that
good
show.
punked too. It's just the dad. You punk the dad. It's like he fucking hates Randy Macho Man Savage. He loves Hulk. Fuck. My dying son is this. Fuck. Yeah. Surprise, Make-A-Wish. I wrote that down. Let's get that in the works. Just you do something really nice. Somebody like, oh, we're with the Make-A-Wish Foundation. I'm not sick. You got to the, when was the last time you were at the doctor? Cool. You should go.
The government nanobots have been tracking you. Yes, you are.
HIPAA prevents us from saying anything, but you should definitely go check it out. And then they like get a clean bill of health. Like, what the fuck? Those guys just trying to be nice to me.
Oh, I'm out then. I don't want to be nice to people.
Yeah, but if it gives them some sort of anxiety from you being nice, that's the fun part.
No, I think the fun part is just giving them something they want, but cutting it with horrible news.
But you get to play shortstop for the Astros, buddy. Huh?
Hey, you get to sit courtside at the Rockets game. Also, your parents are getting divorced.
If it was like little things like that. Mommy and daddy are going to take you to sit courtside, but we got something to talk about at halftime.
You won $1,000 in this contest. Your sister is banging your best friend. You know.
What? All right, there's some legs to this. So Chuck Norris, most American person of all time.
Hell yeah.
I like that a lot. I'm glad we got to agreement on that. What else did I have for this? Okay. Hear me out. Which came first? Hamsters or gerbils?
I'm going to guess the hamster because it's bigger. And I'm just assuming they actually come from a bigger animal and evolved down and not like rats that became big.
I would have thought that it would have to start smaller and then it like humans, depending on what you believe, if they came from monkeys are smaller than humans. So it's like you have to grow up. So I would think you would start gerbil, then you get hairier and become a hamster.
No, because there's a lot of animals that became smaller over evolution.
Dogs.
Yeah. Like
I derailed that real fast.
yeah, you just broke your own point. I'm picturing like hamsters the size of wild boars that were running around in prehistoric times. That's what I'm picturing.
When do you think those started being like kept as pets? Like they were just rats beforehand, right? They were just like, get the fuck out of my house.
I'm gonna say about 500 years after we started doing it to dogs. No, it had to be longer than that. Plumbing, indoor plumbing, is that when we started taking hamsters as pets? The dumbest fucking animal to have, hamsters and gerbils.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, hamsters definitely, they weren't pets until indoor plumbing, and gerbils weren't until gay rights.
Oh.
Yeah. That's
Richard.
1954 for gerbils.
1954 for gerbils. 1797, it says there was a Syrian hamster. I just looked up hamsters and was trying to do gerbils next. The physician Alexander Russell came across them in the wild and described them as rodents, though didn't give them a name, in a publication called The Natural History of Aleppo. So hamsters are definitely way ahead of time. Pat was right again. Hashtag Pat was right. If you're watching the YouTube version, hashtag Pat was right. Comment that, please.
People don't recognize it enough, but I'm really fucking smart.
Hey, buddy, I'm giving you your flowers today. It's America's birthday.
Appreciate
it's
that.
the greatest week of the year, and hell yeah. You're right on that one, too. All right, we got that one out of the way. Next brain buster I got for us. How big does a windmill have to be to not just be considered a fan? And is the next step down from a windmill a fan? And then pinwheel. It's like pinwheel, fan, windmill, right?
I think for it to be a windmill, it has to be a standalone structure. Because like there's huge fans at like professional stadiums and things like that. They can be really big fans. I honestly I think a windmill can actually be smaller than a fan in some instances.
When you get a really big fan.
Yeah, there's really big fans out there. I mean, think about a fan boat. That's a pretty big fan right there.
The windmill's bigger though.
Yeah, I'm just saying. There's obviously bigger ones than that, but
And is a wind turbine a windmill? Because I'm just going to count that as a windmill. All right. I feel like that's just a modern day windmill.
oh, yeah, it's milling the
those are-
wind.
Right.
It's harvesting it.
But those are just big fans. So that's why that's why my brain went pinwheel first. That's the smallest. Then you go fan. And then you get really big fan. And then you go windmill because you're like, all right, now this fan is so fucking big. We're milling wind. All right. Let's bring in some of this wind and use it for other stuff.
Actually, you know what? I bet you the windmill at most mini golf places is not even as big as a fan boat fan.
Probably not. But it's pretty.
Yeah, but it is. I
shitty
think
windmill.
yeah. But the criteria I
good
think is just it
windmill.
has to be a standalone structure.
Is it just energy is what they give you?
I think so. Energy and dead birds.
Dead, well, I mean, really, dead drones. If we're
That's true.
not to believe that birds are real, we'll get into that. Actually, there's an answers question about birds, so I'm really looking forward to that after this discussion. But you think that they can just be? I guess a mini golf windmill is still a windmill,
Yeah.
but it's a fake windmill. That's like a fake windmill. That's not a real windmill.
It's a fake what?
It's a fake windmill. It's a
There
real
you go.
fan.
It's a windmill. You just called it a windmill.
It's a fake windmill. It's a fan. So yeah, we'll start when you go mini golfing next time. Like, actually, not a windmill. It's a fan. It's not
But I
milling
think-
any wind.
I would say the minimum size for one though, it still has to be, what'd you say, at least like 6 feet wide and have a 3-foot diameter on the blade?
Yeah.
Because it still has to be semi big. And even 6 feet is very small for it, but I think that's acceptable.
Okay, so like the windmills are those like metal little poles that like a farmer
Yeah.
would have.
Yeah.
Like, what is that doing for the farmer? Is he collecting that energy somewhere, or is that just like that's just there to see? Because I don't feel like I've ever seen those connected to anything. Like the turbines, I can see that being like, oh, this is going to generate electricity for people. But like that little creaky thing in a farmer's yard, like that's not really connected to anything and creating anything, is it? That's just to, like look like a farm.
Wait, what do you mean the creaky thing? And are you thinking of an oil well?
That like metal tower thing that's got the little fan thing on the top of it spinning.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's a
what do you
windmill?
expect it to be connected to? A giant generator with a huge extension cord?
Yeah. Yeah,
No,
I do.
it's like lines in the ground, dude.
Just have electricity lines to the ground. I guess yeah, you do.
Yeah, that's kind of a big part.
Yeah.
It's called infrastructure.
Fuck. I wouldn't make it a day farming.
Nah, dude, that was just a joke. They're actually just Wi-Fiing the energy to power plants across the country.
That's
Yeah.
probably what it is. Probably
Yeah.
what it is. Dude, I bet helicopters could make hella windmills. They could wind the most mills.
But that's the thing; they're using power to turn it. I see.
Why not just like put a helicopter on a pole and then just
That's
like
a
turn that
windmill.
bitch on?
That's a windmill.
Yeah, but if it's already plugged in and grounded, that's like using your phone while
So,
it's
but
charging.
you're using the power, the energy to run that to collect energy.
But
Now,
you're
the-
making
the-
more
the
power. with
windmills
that
are just
energy.
turning naturally from the air, and it's making energy.
No, but I feel like you could speed it up a little bit. You'd use power, but that's like when you're charging your phone. You can still use your phone and watch videos on your phone while it's charging. So it uses power and it gives power at the same time. I feel
I'm
like
sure
you
it
could do that
actually
with
does.
You could do that with a helicopter and just have like super windmills. Verbal trademark that, Robert. Just
Okay.
get a pole, and we're gonna put like it's like just a helicopter landing pad that's just a pole, but it's a windmill pole. Portable windmills.
Now you're creating fans.
No, because they're not milling wind.
Why aren't they? Why aren't all fans actually like storing power? Every
And why
fan
aren't-
should also be a phone charger.
And every windmill should also be a helicopter, just in case.
That'd be a big ass helicopter. Also,
But you know-
Windmills, the blades don't turn fast enough, dude.
You
You're not gonna
seen
get off the air.
Transformers, dude? You could like set it. That's because they're not on fucking helicopter setting.
Now you
They're on
want to
windmill
make fucking
setting.
mechs? You want to make like straight up robots? No, see now.
I mean, if
you're
the
talking
aliens have already
government
been doing
overreach.
it, if the aliens have already been doing it, because isn't that the whole thing in War of the Worlds where they're like, look, they've been here on this planet for years. Like, we just got to be ready to fight back. So let's have some windmills that are ready to fucking go. And they've got there's like a helicopter buried under it. Shit hits the fan. You're like, I got to get out of here. Go to the windmill. Let's make it portable again. You hit the button and it just sucks down the mill part of it right onto the top of the fan. You take off. Boom, I'm out of here.
I feel like you've been watching Despicable Me lately or something.
I do want to see the fourth one.
It sounds like a Gru invention where the fucking thing just drops down and it's this personal getaway helicopter.
Did you see? Speaking of Gru, I did not plan to get in a Despicable Me conversation, but I saw a screen grab from the new one, from the fourth one, and Gru is showing like his his evil graph, and like his lowest point was prison, and it was prison Gru, and he just had a purple bandana on. And I was like, what? And it was like, I guess a half a second on like the thing, but it was just like, notice, look. And I felt like Leo in the meme. It's just it's the office because it's the same guy.
The first time I saw it, immediately my first thought was Alex is gonna love this.
I did love it. I loved it. I'm sorry if this podcast is just turning into, did you guys see that meme?
I'm actually shocked we don't do this more often.
Yeah. We do other shit like name random players, but maybe we won't do that today. A windmill. Just the old farm style one. It's only $359. And I can get a little chicken on the back of it. Instead of the little fan part, the little like guiding thing, I get a little chicken.
It's called a weather vane.
Weather vane. Oh, really?
Now that actually, I can't believe I forgot this.
Outdoor water solutions, 12-foot galvanized backyard windmill. So I'm pretty sure it's called a windmill.
My dad had one when he lived in Fredericksburg. It was like 60 feet tall. It only had like a 10-foot fan on top, but it was just a giant decorative windmill.
That's the mill part.
It was really cool. You could like climb up it and everything. Wouldn't recommend it if you're fat, but
I want to go climb up it now. Big windmill.
It's probably
podcast.
Still there. You can sneak on the property. I'm sure they don't have guns.
You might up there.
Take a chance.
What else? What else did I have? How many hot dogs we at right now, Pat?
I am at 3.5 right now.
Okay, 3.5. 3.5 hot dogs. So you are a little less than 73 away from tying Joey Chestnut's record. Let's see if we can do it. And we're only 22 minutes in. Great pace.
I'm an endurance drinker. I'm an endurance eater too.
Robert, we are not going to finish the podcast until he's done doing this. So I don't know what you got planned for 4th of July, but we may be here.
Buckle in, cupcake.
We would just live stream the rest of the podcast. Like, this podcast is still going, but you guys haven't seen the first parts of it.
If we were going to do that, I straight up think I would have to eat them all on the toilet.
All right. Last thing I brought in was a little bit for us to do. Morgan Wallen, I know, is Pat's favorite country musician. Huge Morgan Wallen fan. He always is talking about, yo, did you hear that Morgan Wallen song? How cool was it when Morgan Wallen said that word? And I'm like, I don't know, Pat, but I tried to give him a go. I tried to give Morgan Wallen a go, and I was listening to him over the weekend. And then I don't know if you saw that he had some like previously unreleased tracks that were in the vault that came out. Did you check out any of the new tracks?
I saw a couple of the names, but I was not able to listen to the masterpieces yet.
All right, so like all right, I'm gonna run through it though, because like I did a whole bit on this. Like there's a unreleased Morgan Wallen songs. All right, guys, these are brand new ones. No one's heard them before, but my favorite one was There Goes the Neighborhood, and that was about the neighbors that were trying to buy the house next to him, and he really didn't like the kind of people that they were necessarily. So it was about him trying to be like, hey, you shouldn't come live around here. And I was like, weird take on it, but okay. It was an unreleased Morgan Wallen song. Maybe that's his. I also liked the one that was, I only say it to my friends, and then in parentheses, usually. And that was just about him saying, like, him and his buddies, you know, they have, yeah, you have some words that you say with your boys. Maybe you don't say in front of everybody, but like when you're around your boys, you throw those words around from time to time, right? That's pretty much the whole gist of the song was. I was like, all right, it's country music. That's what country music's about. Did think the next one was kind of weird, the N-word, but then I learned it was just a song about Nashville. So I guess that's his favorite N-word is Nashville. Made sense. Very country-y. Sitting, standing, and throwing was another one I saw, and that's just about him getting drunk and then decided he wanted to try and kill somebody by throwing a chair at him, which seemed cool. It's very, very punk rock for a country singer. But I like that one a lot. What about you? Did you see any of the other ones?
Yeah, I guess it was kind of a remix, that last one you mentioned, because I was excited to see it. It was called Chairs and Rooftops. I hear that one just like it's it's about like putting your chairs on your roof, like in Workaholics when they would sit on their roof and drink. That's it's a party drinking song.
He's probably a Workaholics fan.
Yeah, and I'm not really into political music, but his racial harmony song "Equality Means I Can See It Too." That one sounds pretty good too. I'm excited to hear what direction he takes that song.
I also was interested in that Cowboys in Paris song because he said that was like an homage to his favorite Kanye and Jay-Z song, and I was like, all right, sure. And then I don't really think there's a ton of crossover in rap and country, but I was just quoting Wu-Tang was another one. And that was about him saying the N-word when he was just singing a Wu-Tang song. And he's like, what? No, I was just quoting Wu-Tang, guys. That was an interesting one. And then the last one I saw was No Hard R's, which is just about him being like, look, I didn't say it all the way. Really, like, one kind of like thing must have been going through his head when he was writing all of these songs. But I'm glad that he finally released these. So if you want to go check out any of these unreleased Morgan Wallen songs, they're, I think, just probably wherever you can listen to your music, or the dark web.
I'm probably not going to buy it, but when the deluxe version comes out, I heard there's an extra song called You Say It Too. That I'm going to wait for the full track listing to be included.
That's on the All Lives Matter album that's coming out next.
Uh-huh.
All Lives Matter, parentheses, try that in a small town.
The weird thing is, though, it's not releasing for almost a full year. He's waiting until Juneteenth.
Yeah. You would have thought he would have come back out, but you know what? I guess he's going to make it worth the wait. Robert, are you stoked about this album?
Country's never been my favorite, but something about it, like it's got my attention.
Was it the was it the Cowboys in Paris one?
There's definitely something that I'm like, it's got me interested to see how it'll be received.
What's a cowboy gonna do in Paris?
Whatever he wants.
All right, so yeah, that's what I had for the Precome segment. What about you guys?
I didn't have shit.
Yeah, we got hot dogs.
I got hot dogs.
Have you had 4 yet?
Yeah, already down the 4th.
That's so fast. How many hot dogs do you think you could eat realistically in a podcast, Robert? Like max.
4, honestly, 4.
If you were going all out, dude, like you don't care how comfortable you are after it.
We'll say it's 2 hours and 15 minutes.
If you could start hot, you just go balls to the wall, glizzy after glizzy. You're gonna get full, but like until you get full, you don't think you get double digits?
No, absolutely not. Not double digits.
I think I could get 12. I'm pretty confident I can get 12, especially if you give me 2 hours, like Pat's saying right there. Like, I think if we did a whole podcast, I think I could get double-digit hot dogs, but not like nowhere near 20. It'd be very low double digits.
See, my starting number was going to be 20.
Wow.
God, I want you to get 20 so bad.
But the problem with that is who the fuck wants to eat 20 hot dogs in a row?
Joey
At
Chestnut.
some point, you're just like, I'm just waiting for the heart attack to happen.
Isn't that kind of the fun in life? Aren't we all?
No, because a lot of people wake up from heart attacks.
That's true.
And if I'm going to be taken down by hot dogs, I don't want to be left with medical bills,
Yeah. Has anybody ever faked a heart attack to get out of paying for another heart attack?
No, because they would just bring you back to the source.
Yeah, it's true. You just anybody fake their death to get out of
I'm sure they have.
a fake heart attack?
Like, oh, I faked my death and now I live on a small island somewhere. Sounds way worse than paying $200,000 in medical debt.
There was an
Fuck
episode
yeah.
of King of Queens where Kevin James's character faked a heart attack because he was at a Christmas party with his wife and he didn't know a coworker's name. And instead of
Oh, yeah.
trying
I
to
remember that
guess her name, he just grabbed his chest and went down.
That sounds more like it would be a Curb Your Enthusiasm episode.
Yeah, there was some crossover. I feel like just like situations. I think a lot of sitcoms, that was just the beauty of like Seinfeld and Curb was like, here's that, but like we're gonna talk about like a real person would. And not just like, my husband's a dumbass. Wah wah.
I think I heard that Morgan Wallen is actually rebooting Southern Seinfeld.
No, he's doing the Jeffersons.
Oh, I was just picturing all the things that Jerry was talking about, but you also blame it on black people at the very end of each sentence.
That's what Morgan Wallen would do.
Yeah. It's called Southern Seinfeld. You got to change the name. I don't think they'd be happy with Seinfeld either.
Southern Martin.
Seinfeld is just his lawyer.
Southern Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. It's in Bel-Air. Yeah, like Bel-Air, Houston. Same place.
Pretty close, yeah.
Robert, did you have anything for the Precome segment?
Why don't we see kaleidoscopes more often?
It's a great
What happened
question.
to them?
I've been wondering this for years, dude. I'm glad you're putting light on that. Like, they're fucking sweet.
They are awesome. But when you were a child and you had the choice of looking into a kaleidoscope or having a handheld computer that can show you everything in the fucking world, I think you're going with the iPad. The
That's
iPad
true.
has killed all children's toys.
I don't know if you've seen, you guys definitely haven't seen, but Dancing Fruits, my daughter loves it. It's just like disco music and like a strawberry will go across the screen and the dance, and then like 3 bananas will go across the screen, and an avocado goes, and like it just makes sounds she doesn't know. I don't even know she can see it, but she's just like
It's
entertained
July
by
now,
it.
though.
And it's like that's what I assume like a kaleidoscope is, just like a dancing fruit is what that equivalent is now. But like kaleidoscopes were sick. Like you felt like you were on drugs, even though you didn't know what drugs were as a kid. You're like, whoa, if I do all the dare drugs they tell me not to do, this is what this will be. And then they had the kaleidoscope. And then what were the little things called where they had the little circles that had the slides on them? And it was the little blue eyeglass thing. And you'd hit the orange thing and it would go down and it'd be another picture.
Blue,
Like,
they were red.
Some of them were red. Some of them were blue. I had a blue and orange one.
Yeah, I remember
Fucking
when I think
weirdo.
of them, I think of them as red.
But you don't remember colors.
Also, I'm pretty sure the one in Toy Story is red.
Yeah, I had a blue one. The Fisher Price thing,
There-
right?
I definitely did see some blue ones too, but like, come on, it's red.
Which is sick because like your parents are just like, got you a sick new album and it's like 12 pictures. Hell
Holy
yeah.
shit, you see that giraffe?
Oh, what? This is the monkey. Oh, wow. A prairie
You gotta
dog.
remember, Pogs were a thing
Fuck yeah, dude. You didn't
because
know
the only
Pogs.
internet we had was dial-up.
And you'd be like, God damn it, Mom, why'd you get on the phone to call Grandma? I was instant messaging my friends.
The
I was
The
in a
Viewmaster?
chat with strangers.
I just realized if Robert Googled that, he could have spelled it wrong, and then that would have been a very funny conversation.
Did you look up Pogs? Pawg?
I don't know. Is that the Viewmaster? Was that what it's called?
Viewmaster. Yeah, with the pictures.
Mm-hmm.
Now
I never
Google
knew
Pog.
the name.
Say like hot Pogs videos. Pawg.
Like the little like coin thingies.
Yeah,
What videos did you get?
Google it.
I didn't look up videos.
Google it. You can play
Do it.
Pogs.
It's just the. Or am I thinking of like what is it like Jacks?
No, it's like
Jack,
Jacks. Like
Jacks were
Jacks
the
were
ones
for
with the little
girls.
spikes. Pogs were the little circles. Actually, you could
Men
probably look
played
up
Pogs.
well, you say that, but the best Pog players were women. Like
They were.
Alexis Texas, she was probably the best Pog there ever was.
Yeah. No, you're right. You got me there. Alexis Texas was like an all-time Pog player. The guys just like talked about it more probably.
Yeah. I mean, guys were definitely more interested in like just
In the
passively
Pog
watching
videos.
it.
Yeah. Watching. I was more of a fan of Pogs than I was better at being a player.
Yeah, I never really understood it, but I knew there was something appealing there.
We used to play the fuck out of Pogs. And then like they had the rule where like if it lands like the white side up, then you got to keep whoever's that was. And so like you'd go slam theirs and you're like, oh, these are all mine. And then people get butthurt and go tell them like, that was the Pog that my mom gave me for my birthday. Alex beat me and he took it. And I'm like, that was the fucking game we played, man. Like you lost. You're a loser. And those kids are probably still losers today. Because they lost a fucking like cardboard Pog piece. And then we're like, what the fuck, mom? I want my cardboard Pog. It's like, don't lose. We didn't raise losers in this house. All right. I'm sorry.
Pokemon cards were a thing
If
too.
Elle comes home one day and she's like, this kid just beat me in Pogs, I'd be like, what are you doing playing Pogs at your age? You have the internet. And then I would be like, well, did you lose? And if she said yes, I'd be like, we don't bitch about losing in this. I mean, we bitch about losing, but we don't like go and tattletale on the winner. We got to get better at that. Let's pull out those Pogs we do still have and let's get to working. Let's get in the gym.
Pogs, actually, I realized it. Was that just training for playing quarters in high school?
It could have been because it was like more you're hitting it down on those instead of trying to bounce it up.
Yeah, but you're still bouncing that coin, man.
There's a kid that had like we would play it at recess. We did that, and then we played Pokemon where you could link the Game Boys together. That was like, dude, like, what was that, third, fourth grade? It was fucking wild back then as a kid, man. We had it all. We didn't know how good we had it. Didn't know how good we had it. But this kid at recess, fucking Owen Mercer was his name. Owen fucking Mercer. I wonder where that kid is at. Probably running a company now. But he got, for a Christmas thing one time, it was like a nuke. And it was like heavy, and it was metal, and you could look through it. Like it had it had like a sight, not like a actual sight, but just had a hole that you could look down, and you like zero in on where you were dropping it. And it was just like, that's not fair. You're just murdering everybody in Pogs. And then we all lost our Pogs to him. We're like, hey, you can't use that fucking slammer anymore, dude. Can't use that slammer. You gotta use a regular slammer, regular plastic one like we do.
Honestly, me and my brother never knew the rules. We just had a set of them, and we were just slam coins into them, trying to flip them over.
It was like Pokemon cards where like they give you the little stones with it. I was like, I don't fucking know what these mean, dude. That's 3 blue stones. It's like, that's cool. Do you want a Charizard? I have a Charizard. It's holographic.
I knew the art of the deal even way back then in elementary school. I had 2 holographic mole traces. Traded one of them for Donkey Kong Country.
That's
fucking grifted that kid so hard. He came back the next day and said his mom said we had to trade back, and I went, no.
Those kids were the worst though. And then sometimes their moms would come up and be like, yeah, so he didn't really understand what he was like, your kid got swindled. Tell him them's the breaks, kid. It's the
Raise
real
a smarter
world.
kid. I don't know what to tell you. Well, I'm kind of shocked she never came up. Nowadays, it's just they obviously would, but back then the mom was just like, "Whatever, dude, you lost your video game. Fuck you."
Float on.
Like a good
Look
parent.
it up. Modest Mouse says a fake Jamaican took every last dime with that scam, but it was worth it just to learn some sleight of hand. We all got to get swindled a little bit. It happens to everybody, but you learn a little bit, and it's better to have it happen to you when you're a kid. And it's a fucking Donkey Kong video game, and not your life savings.
Bro, I played the shit out of that game too.
Was that N60 or that was Super Nintendo?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, that's maybe my favorite Super Nintendo game. I don't think it's the best Super Nintendo game, but like I loved that Super Nintendo game the most. Except for the fucking train car one. I fucking hated that level.
Oh, I fucking loved that shit, man. The first one, the second one, the late one was bitch. The first one was a lot of fun. Remember when you figured out where you could drop and land in a barrel and go get an extra life and all those extra secrets and shit?
Yeah.
You could ride the animals.
A+ game. A+ game that was. But yeah, that was a solid little nostalgic Precome segment on this 4th of July episode of PTG. Let's move into the Comeback Kid segment. A very short Comeback Kid segment, I feel like we've got. But it's brought to you by littleemshop.com, littleemshop.com, the best air fresheners on the planet. I don't know if you guys know father of one, #girldad, but Diaper Genies, new to the Diaper Genie game. Very clutch move is throwing the Little M air freshener at the bottom of that Diaper Genie because, believe it or not, shit smells bad. Shit smells bad. And when
Smells like shit.
Yeah, it smells like shit. And when you put a Little M air freshener, when you pull those Diaper Genie bags out to change it, you get a little whiff of, okay, it's like shit. Little M. That smells way better. And then you just feel that relief. It's awesome. Anything that smells like shit, your car smells like shit, your house smells like shit, whatever it is, smells like shit. Little M air freshener. If it doesn't smell like shit, but you just want it to smell a little bit better, Little M air freshener, littleemshop.com. When you spend $10 or more, you're going to get free shipping on your order. And you can also get 10% off your order when you use promo code PTG69 at checkout. Their air fresheners are why you go there, but they are the best place for retro inspired tchotchkes online. They got some retro stickers. They got customizable keychains you can get. It's a great like bachelor party, boys weekend, anything like that. A gift for a teacher, a team, anything. If your kids are playing in summer sports and stuff, it's a cool little thing to put on there. Like you're playing summer league right now, summer softball or whatever it is. Put that on your kid's backpack, on your kid's little your little baseball bag right there, whatever it is. You're going to those camps, throw them a little thing. It's got their name on it. That way they'll always have it, and it'll be pretty cool. So go check it out. littleemshop.com. They got stickers, compact mirrors, and more. But the air fresheners, go for the air fresheners. Stay for everything else. If you get anything from littleemshop.com, tag us. We're at Pass the Gravy Pod. They are at Little EM Tweets on Twitter and at Little EM Shop on Instagram. Let them know you're supporting the people supporting the podcast. littleemshop.com for the best air fresheners in the world. Promo code PTG69 at checkout for 10% off your order at littleemshop.com, the official sponsor of the Comeback Kids segment. It's the Comeback Kid. The Comeback Kid of the week. The Comeback Kid of the week. Bitch. All right, our first Comeback Kid this week. Fucking America, dude. It's fucking America. I think you peeked out right there on your mic, but I got what you did. Was it a caw?
Yeah, it was a caw. It was a big bald eagle.
I got it.
Yeah.
I got it.
I was really hoping that was going to work.
Freedom's also back. And just saying fuck you to British people is back too. Because like, fuck you. This could have all been yours. Could all been yours, huh, buddy? Could all
Tell
been
me if
yours.
you've heard this one before. Hey, England, have fun at work tomorrow. Fucking losers.
Never old. Never old. Yeah, 4th of July is awesome. I was talking about it on the morning show today, on the Rod Ryan show, that I know that Thanksgiving is a bigger food holiday than the 4th of July, but I love Thanksgiving. As a Thanksgiving lover, I love 4th of July food more. Because like turkey, stuffing, all that stuff, awesome for Thanksgiving. Like burgers and dogs is what it's all about, dude. And just getting to be like, cool, I'm going to eat burgers and dogs nonstop for the next 24 hours.
Well, I mean, it's a barbecue.
As many beers as I can. Yeah. Barbecue food's better than Thanksgiving
burgers,
food. So that's why I think it's a better food day.
Brisket, ribs, sausage, all that. Yeah. Of course that's better than turkey. Turkey's phenomenal. We should eat it a lot more than we do.
Agreed. So should stuffing and cranberry sauce too.
Yeah.
Cranberry sauce should have 3 days a year, not just one.
As much as stuffing is great and cranberry sauce is great, I mean, mashed potatoes, you're probably going to have it both. Corn on the cob is fantastic.
Green bean casserole.
Peach cobbler. I mean, barbecue still has the superior sides as well. People will talk shit about it, but a good coleslaw, when done well, is fucking refreshing as shit on a hot day.
What you call
potato
cold
salad.
slaw.
Potatoes are always great in every form, in every style. Just shove them in my face.
Yeah. But I think 4th of July to me is a better food holiday. I feel like I would be in the minority for sure on that. And I think I was in the poll that we asked today, but like just like 4th of July is my favorite holiday. So I'm very biased on all of that too. Cause like 4th of July fucks, dude. It's everything you want in a holiday. Hey, guess what? Don't have to go to work. Guess what? Shit blows up. Guess what? America, freedom.
There's one
It's awesome.
major thing about Thanksgiving that gives it the edge over 4th of July.
America.
Football.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving has football, so it wins.
But as somebody that fairly recently has just had Thanksgivings ruined because my team played, like Thanksgiving, as long as your team doesn't play and doesn't have to stress you out all day, awesome. When your team plays on Thanksgiving, it's like the Giants played on Christmas. They played the fucking Eagles on Christmas. I was like, you just ruined Christmas. Like, why didn't you just go kill Santa in front of me? Do you want to do that too?
I have to worry about that because when my team plays on Thanksgiving, we win. Like honestly, and even this year, I thought
wish
that
we could
I
have played
thought
you guys on Thanksgiving. I wish we could have played you guys on Thanksgiving. Tommy DeVito. Tommy DeVito would beat you guys. Wish we could have played you in London like 2 years ago.
That's true. No, but I mean, it is what it is. Like even when I thought we were going to just get destroyed by the Lions this year, Packers woke up on Thanksgiving. They're like, oh wait, it's Thanksgiving. When we play, we dominate.
That's where they turned it around. That was like the turning point, wasn't it?
Yeah, I was very depressed going into it. Might have even been going into that week. I still didn't believe in Jordan Love. No, I think I had already started believing at that point. I don't know. But yeah, Packers dominance.
You always gotta believe.
Packers dominance just continues. It's the only thing I have in my life, so God just keeps giving it to me. It's fucking chill as shit.
I want the Giants.
Ooh, if I ever fall in love, does that mean the Packers are going to go bad? I can't take that chance. I got to be selfless for the entire state of Wisconsin.
Fuck, I did start dating Emma. No, because I started dating Emma, and the Giants won. Like, because the year I started dating Emma is the year the Giants won the Super Bowl.
God gave you one more.
No, but cause I was locked into because I got a tattoo of the Giants the year before they won the Super Bowl 40, the way they beat the Patriots, and I remember just being like, "Fucking, they're never gonna not win a Super Bowl again." This was the code. I just got to get it tatted on me because I got them and the Red Wings tatted in the same year, and they both won the championships that same year. And I was like, "That's just you get it tattooed on you, and they win them all. This is awesome." And then that didn't happen for a while, and then I started dating Emma, and then they won. But maybe now having a kid, they'll win now because it's like, see, it's gotta look good because Emma was like, Alex knows how to pick these teams. They were a long shot. This was his team the whole time. Huh? How about that? And I was like, well, now they're gonna be bad. Now they're gonna be bad for a while. But now maybe Elle will be like, now they're good.
I don't think it's gonna be the Giants' year. But hey, you never know.
No, Albert Breer said they're the dark horse, his dark horse pick to win the Super Bowl, and always like, all you gotta do is give me one guy. It's like Giants. He's my favorite reporter ever now. Reporter of the year. Reporter of the year. Add that to the gravies. Add that to the gravies. Albert Breer, reporter of the year. He's the only nominee right now, but he's probably gonna win. Probably gonna win.
Not bad at that.
And I also have Hard Knocks to go watch. So I'm very excited. Like football's a little bit back for me today.
See, and you know what? See how excited you got talking about football? That's why Thanksgiving beats 4th of July.
That stresses me out though. Like the Giants are awesome, but then sometimes when they play, you're like, oh, I wish they didn't play today, and I wish I could enjoy the other parts of football.
I mean, I still have to now the last couple of years, I work on Thanksgiving too, and then I drive 3 hours to my parents' house. So it's like by the time I'm getting there, it's already late at night. I'm really not even getting the Thanksgiving experience. I miss all the football games anyway, but I also love Thanksgiving food. It's food and it's family. That's the other part. You get to see your family. 4th of July, you're probably just hanging out with friends. And I like my family.
My family is all Americans. So 4th of July is a big American family holiday, I would say.
I mean, but especially in your 20s, if your choice on 4th of July was, hey, you want to go to the pool party with your friends or you want to hang out at your family's house? You're going to the party.
Guess what I'm doing tomorrow?
Going to your parents' house?
With my in-laws.
Yeah, well, you're in your mid-30s and you're washed as fuck.
I am washed. If you don't think I'm crushing 24 beers tomorrow, you're wrong. For America.
I mean, I probably am too, don't get me
Do you
wrong.
think we could kill 76 beers between the two of us? No.
No way you can hold up to
What
your
about Emma?
bargain.
What about Emma? Me, Emma, and you. You think we could kill 76?
I'll put her down for 6 beers.
She's been out of practice for a while.
Yeah, and 6 would
She
be
had
pushing it.
She had a whiskey sour the other day.
So
Fucking
even
was
if you
spent.
pulled off your 24 beers, which you cannot do,
For America, I might.
that leaves 46 beers for me.
But you can do that.
I
Yeah,
don't
we need to rope
think
in
I
one more
can.
person.
I'd get so full.
Okay. I want to do that. What's the minimum amount of guys we got to get? Because we could definitely get Gravy Gang and be like, all right,
Well,
you're
hold
responsible for
on.
this.
If I could just pick my crew, I think I can knock it out with 3 guys.
But Gravy Gang. Let me calculate. What's an even number we can divide 76 by?
Fucking
Like
2.
No, because then that's just you and me again. That's the problem.
Also 4.
19
80
people. We would need
minus
9.
6.
So we would need
Or,
4 people to
80
drink
minus
19
4.
beers.
Yeah. I would take my best friend because, like me, he's a degenerate alcoholic. God, I got to think of one more. I think it would be my buddy John. He's a fucking degenerate too.
All right. If we have 7 people, they can drink 11 beers. That's definitely
That's just
76.
a fucking normal drinking session.
Okay, fine. So 6 people.
I'll tell you, I think I could knock it out with 3.
You knock it out with 3?
Yeah. I got a lot of alcoholics as friends, man. Don't get me wrong. By the end of it, we're all going to be very full and probably just like sleeping on the couch.
Right. Okay. You, me, were responsible for 19. And then I would like 2 more Gravy Gang members to also chime in and be responsible. Now we will, at the end of the night, you need to post your beers. You have to
Josh
post
Tree
your
is
beers.
definitely one of them.
It depends on what Josh Tree's doing. Sometimes he has to work on holidays.
Oh, I thought we're just moving on to the hypothetical of who the other 2 would be to kill.
Oh, I mean, I know we could do it. If we had, like, I feel like I'm feeling like drinking. Feeling like it. I'm sure my wife's in the other room loving this. Oh, cool. Have 19 beers around our families.
Let me hold my baby.
Give
I can hold her.
it to me. This is fine.
I'm gonna throw it in the air.
I mean, this isn't the best idea, but if
Yeah.
anybody's down to do 19 beers with us tomorrow, let us know.
Let
That's
her skull fully form before you start getting that trashed around her.
Just put the baby boy on. Baby
No, because you
box,
might
dude.
fall down.
No. Just put a pillow in front of it. It's perfect. I have a Tempur-Pedic pillow. It worked perfect.
I can't wait when she's like 5 and I just get to lie and make, you know how many times I saw your dad drop you?
I'm not gonna drop her. I'm really good.
Yeah,
about
but I'm
dropping.
gonna tell her that you did all the time.
My fucking ball security, dude, is through the roof.
I'm just gonna spend
Through the
your
roof.
child's entire life lying to her.
Carry that baby high and tight. High and tight. Like Tiki Barber had to at the end of his career. But America, back.
So
In
bad.
a big way. Also back this week is hurricanes. Hurricanes are fucking back, dude. And
What was the name on this one too? It's the dumbest
it's
fucking
Beryl.
hurricane.
He's here today.
Beryl is not a name. Beryl is a cheat code from Donkey Kong Country.
Do a barrel roll.
The Beryl. It's like, okay, somebody like suggested a name. Like, okay, yeah, Cheryl. No. I said Beryl. Fuck.
It was like a typo. Yeah. So because of that, like hurricane names kind of suck. And I also have noticed, like, they'll put the like, oh, it's gonna be a record hurricane season, and they put all the named hurricanes for 2024. We need to just make a graphic and make up our own hurricane names. And then that'd be really funny because like you put like a couple of the actual ones that are for this year, and then you just like so I've done 26 because they go in alphabetical order. Hurricane names 2024. Made a document right here. Alberto, that was originally the first one. Beryl, second one. Third one, Charizard. Hurricane Charizard. Fucking
No, I
awesome
think-
name.
Now, I kind of want to just roll with this dumbass tradition they've started with Beryl. Like, okay, instead of Cheryl, so now for C, you think of a name that starts with D. like Danny, Hurricane Canny. And you just go down the line. E, you make it with a D. Edgar, no, it's just Didger now.
Okay, well, we're just running through it, because I think like sometimes like hurricanes have, no offense to anybody that has these names, but kind of like pussy names where it's like I think Katrina was so bad because like I'm not really scared of a Katrina. Like, oh no, Katrina's coming to town. They're like, okay, nice. Like Ike, I'm not scared of Ike. Ike fucked shit up because people were like, Ike seems like a nice guy. I'd have a couple drinks.
We like Ike.
Yeah, we were taught to do that. I wasn't, but our parents were.
I want to be like Ike.
But like Hurricane Charizard, I'm gonna get the fuck away from that. No thanks. Hey guys, we should flee. We should get our shit and get out of here. Like lives are going to be saved if there's a Hurricane Charizard. So I'm trying to add some like cooler names. So like we got Alberto, Beryl. These are the Pass the Gravy Hurricanes 2024 list, and I'll get a graphic up, and then you guys be like, wow, this is gonna be just share the graphic when we post it. And be like, this is gonna be one hell of a hurricane season, and act like you're just warning everybody because I love that too. Facebook is the biggest one for it, but you'll have the people that watch the news or go to like somebody on Facebook on the news, and like then they share it on theirs, and it's people that live in Houston like, hey everybody, get ready, it looks like another one's coming our way. And it's like, you know that everybody in Houston is probably very aware that there's a hurricane, right?
Shit, I didn't even know we had weather. Thank God my mom's old college roommate warned me on Facebook.
Yeah, if Macy hadn't fucking told me that there was a hurricane that exists, I don't know what the fuck I'd do. So all right, I got Alberto and Beryl as our first two. Those are the real ones. Then we go Charizard as our next one. Dahmer for the D one, because like bad guy sounds scary. I don't want Hurricane Dahmer coming into my city.
What about Hurricane Dr. Doom?
Okay.
That's a scary one, dude.
Dr. Doom. All right. For E, I just put EA Sports College Football 25.
16 days away.
Yeah, just because that, like, I guess everybody wants that, but I don't know. I just feel like the women aren't going to want that one coming to their city. Oh, fuck. My boyfriend hasn't left the couch since that game came out. Now we got a hurricane like this. Fuck. For F, Freddy Krueger.
Nice.
Because that's scary. I liked G. I went with Jerry because I also went with Jerry for J too. So I have two Hurricane Jerrys that are just spelled differently.
I love it.
Yeah, I think that plays. H, Hawk Tua. It's gonna spit all over that thing.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be Hurricane Hitler.
Hitler was initially what I did. Then I was like, "What are you thinking?" Hawk Tua is right there. I ran. That's terrifying. Yeah, I mean, nobody wants. I don't want Iran over here. K is King Kong. Another monster. No thanks. 12 is the Loch Ness Monster. I really wanted to put Lil Nas X there, but Loch Ness Monster seems more monstery than Lil Nas X. 13, or I'm the 13th letter. M, Man Bear Pig.
Oh, yep. Doesn't get scarier than that.
Go Hurricane Man Bear Pig. For N, we're gonna go Nefertiti.
Oh, I thought she was. I thought N was gonna be for Morgan Wallen.
No, that's what he calls it.
Yeah,
that's what he calls all the N hurricanes. That, but like I don't agree with that. So I went Nefertiti because I think she was like a queen and she was really mean, and also it says titty in it, so that's cool too. And when you look at a hurricane, it kind of looks like a little titty when it's got the eye. That's weather right there.
Hurricanes are kind of hot when you think about it.
Dude, how many beers? You seen Beryl? You seen Beryl, dude? You see the fucking eye on Beryl? Oof.
Dude,
That's
3 beers.
Nice
looks
tight
like a titty,
Beryl.
but it's a hole in its wet. Let's go. I'm in.
Yeah. How many beers, Robert?
Too many. Too many.
Shit, I need one.
I don't even know if I need any, dude. Show me a couple more eye pictures of the Beryl. Oh, damn.
What's Pat doing? Well, he had a beer, so he's trying to fuck the hurricane.
He's in the fucking Gulf of Mexico trying to fuck.
Just me in the middle of the street, just air humping.
That brings us to O. Obviously, it's OJ. And a Hurricane OJ is just hilarious to think of, like Hurricane OJ is barreling towards the tropics. For P, Putin.
Oh, I was gonna say Hurricane Panic, or if we wanted to slip in one or two like ad deals, Hurricane Panic at the Bisco. Maybe they're dropping a new album soon or something.
That would be funny to be able to sponsor hurricanes.
Right?
Hurricane OJ brought to you by Pfizer. Did they sponsor an entire hurricane? Like, do you think they have like the ads on it? You know, where they do on like the basketball games now or hockey and baseball, where they can superimpose ads onto stuff. Like whenever they show the hurricane going by, it's just got the Pfizer logo, like on the edge of it. And if you see
they
all the
just
outer
release a
rings,
bunch of Pfizer banners up into the air.
all the weather planes just have to have Pfizer logos like flying behind them.
Hurricane Cosby, brought to you by ZQuil.
Oh, Cosby would have been good if we didn't have Charizard already. For Q is a tough one, but I went Qui-Gon Jinn. I don't know. It sounds Jedi-y.
Maybe that should be this brand deal. Hurricane Quiet Place Day 1.
No, because it had to be something brought to you by. I just want it to be the like if we add a sponsor, it needs to make it way longer because I like when like the radio station does that where it's like this traffic report brought to you by so and so and so and so and so and so. It's like that just made it way longer. So it's got to make it longer and wordier for whoever's saying it. So Q is Qui-Gon Jinn. R is Reptar.
American Idol. Yeah.
Next is S, Satan. Duh.
No, you missed all. Oh no, you did say R. Never mind. I'm still
R, Reptar.
My brain is stuck on Q.
Yeah. QAnon. Ooh,
Oh,
should be Hurricane QAnon.
Yep.
That'll get the libs in a little tizzy. Hurricane QAnon.
Maybe Hurricane L should be Hurricane Libtard. That way we piss off both of them.
Hurricane Liberal Media. All right, so Satan is S. T is Taliban. Nobody wants Taliban barreling ahead. U, that was a tough one, but I went Uranus because just a couple weeks of the news having to tell you about Uranus closing in on Miami, like hilarious.
That one should be
hilarious.
Universal basic income.
Okay.
That'll be the hurricane.
That's a really good one. You're right. That's actually the one hurricane that like everybody's kind of rooting for.
Somehow you beat out Uranus, Robert. All right, guys. Good. I think I'm done with the podcast.
That was
beat that.
Oh,
I retired.
That was good. V was gonna be for Vendetta, but it's for Velociraptor. Terrifying. And then you would just explain it like when the guy from Jurassic Park tells a little kid that really terrifying thing that definitely didn't give any of us nightmares as kids growing up, where he's like, "What is this?" And he's like, "That's a Velociraptor claw. What the Velociraptor will do is it'll cut your insides, cut you down from the belly, all the way down to your intestines start spelling out. And then it'll start eating you while you're still breathing." And you're like, "What the fuck is this? This is a kid's movie?" I just remember being like, I'm not going to sleep tonight as a little kid. And I didn't. I was scared that little Velociraptors were going to try my door and come get me.
Yeah, but the first time you see that fucking Brontosaurus, man, changed my life forever.
Yeah. Well, and then also like as an adult, you like watch, you're like, fucking dumbass kid. What are you talking shit to a paleontologist for, bro? Listen to him. He knows what he's talking about. Everything. And he's like, that guy just scared the fuck out of you. Get you, leave him alone. I get it.
Also, it was the 90s when that little kid goes, "That doesn't look so scary." Any 90s dad would have just slapped the kid in the back of the head and been like, "Will you shut up?"
Why do you think Walker told Haley Joel Osment he had AIDS? Because he wouldn't shut the fuck up. He just wanted to get him to be scared for a little bit. And he didn't really have AIDS. He's like, "Shut the fuck up, kid. You have AIDS." And he's like, "What?" And he was just thinking about it the whole time. So he didn't say anything.
Grows up thinking he has AIDS.
Velociraptors V. We're wrapping this up for those of you tired of this bit. W. Winona Ryder.
Walker AIDS.
Hurricane Walker told me I had AIDS.
That's it. And anytime they say it on the news, they just have to cut to that clip before they actually say it.
Okay.
God damn, that's beautiful.
I can't tell you how excited I am for this graphic. What? I mean, I knew the first two, and then you just really one of them is called Walker. I have AIDS. Then they won't understand that bit at all. X was also tough. Hurricane X-Man I was gonna go with, but like there's not an X-Man, there's the X-Men. And we can't make a hurricane after multiple people. So Zanga. After the blogs that we don't have anymore. But
Oh yeah. I never got into that. That one missed me.
You weren't a girl. I also had Zangas, but mostly girls had Zangas.
Uh,
I was an emo that people needed to know about my day. I don't know if you can tell I'm a narcissist, Pat.
huh.
would've
Never
thought?
crossed my mind.
Who would have thought? Why Yoko? Nobody wants Yoko. Nobody wants Yoko. And then last one was Z. Z's not that easy to come up with one, but I thought maybe have a fun one. Just have fun with it. Zippy. Last hurricane of the year, being Hurricane Zippy. I don't hate that.
Zoltan.
Okay. You don't like Zippy though? I like Zippy.
Not as much as I like Zoltan.
All right. All right.
Do you even know what Zoltan is from? Dude, where's my car?
Yeah, dude. And then they made a movie with the Zoltan in it.
Are you talking about you don't mess with the Ooh, Hurricane Zohan.
Zohan is what I'm thinking of. We're going Zohan now. Or Zoltan. We're going Zoltan. All right. Alberto
Zordon.
Barrel, Charizard, Dr. Doom, EA Sports College Football 25, Freddy Krueger, Jerry, Hawk Tua, Iran, Jerry, King Kong, Loch Ness Monster, Man Bear Pig, Nefertiti, OJ, Putin, QAnon, Reptar, Satan, Taliban, Universal Basic Income, Velociraptor, Walker told me I have AIDS, Zanga, Yoko, and Sultan.
By the way, that's 8 dogs down.
8 dogs. Add to the count.
Also, I only made 8 dogs. I thought it would take me longer than an hour and 7 minutes to get this far.
All right, Robert. So what you're gonna do is rewind the part of the podcast with Pat, and then just just casually make him eating dogs in the background, like just in the parts where he's not talking, just show him like how's like remember the very beginning of the podcast when he was just wolfing down that one, just like as I'm saying something, just cut to him doing that again, and it'll and then just add one, so it just looks like, and then make it go to like 76, just quietly, like whenever there's an ad read, just like rerun Pat just housing a hot dog 12 times.
And then at the very end, when Alex is doing his closing spiel, just have me like burn through like 6 more. Like, he got to 62 dogs.
He almost did it. Almost beat his record. And then
I'm
we'll just
really
like,
full.
You should go make more, dude.
Like I would.
Yeah, he
I
just
really would.
casually put away
8 dogs, and dude, I feel full. If I keep eating hot dogs, I'm gonna feel sick tomorrow on the 4th of July. That's for the next day at work. I can blow off work and just be pooping the whole day. I don't want to miss the 4th of July doing that. Okay.
fair. Fuck, dude, I can't wait till Hurricane Walker I have AIDS. I hope it doesn't hit us so we can enjoy it.
See, that's the problem. Is that's the greatest name ever for a hurricane, but I don't want us to get to 24 hurricanes this season.
It's supposed to be a record hurricane season, dude. Did you not see the people's Facebook posts?
Oh yeah, we just kept sending it to each other in the group chat. One person posted it, 10 minutes later, somebody else was like, "Did you guys hear about this hurricane?" So then it just became all day, like every 10, 15 minutes, another person would say, "Guys, this hurricane's crazy sounding, isn't it?"
Should we get into like, I kind of want to just get into like the weather people on any social media thing. And I'm not talking like people that are meteorologists. I'm talking people that just love looking at weather and talking about weather. I feel like we could really just get into that little niche if we just like, what is it? It's called the cone of totality, which is a fucking awesome word. But they're just like, and so what we did is we just kind of threw a bunch of darts at the map, and like, if it lands here, this is where it would go. If it lands here, it could go here, it could also go here. And it's like, just make the cone go right to where we are every single fucking time is what I would do. And be like, boys, watch out, we got another one. And then occasionally a crazy one, and it goes all the way below us, and then like goes all the way over to LA. And like, how the fuck did a hurricane hit LA?
And if we just keep telling people there's storms coming all the time, maybe they'll stop moving here.
Good call.
I don't like when other people move to where I am. This message was brought to you by Morgan Wallen.
Go listen to that song. There goes the neighborhood. Oh, those people moving to town. Just what we need.
Come on, let me say it.
Come on. It's fine. It wasn't a hard R.
It was a felony, but at least I didn't say it again. A power ballad.
Look, try that in a small town, pal.
Lock your doors.
Lock your wives and your children, because they're raping everybody up in here.
And it's remix. Across the street.
But hurricanes back in a big way, and so is your mom's Facebook college roommate. Your mom's college roommate on Facebook too.
I actually think I might be. Oh, I don't know if I ever told you. I got my Facebook back.
Yeah.
I accidentally clicked on it one day and it just pulled up. No idea what the fuck changed.
So you like didn't do any troubleshooting with it. You just like, all right.
I tried one time to set up the 2-factor authentication. It would not send me the code, and I deleted it and gave up.
I don't know if y'all can see it. My watch said weather would like to send you notifications that may include alerts, sounds. These can be configured in your settings. Is my watch listening to me? Like,
Goddamn right they are. You need to tell Tim Cook to get off your back and stop listening to every word you say.
Hey, Tim. Stop listening to me, Tim Cook. Hey, dear Apple, please stop listening in on my watch. I don't like it much. Tell Joe Biden I said hi. Love, Alex.
That's beautiful, man.
One of the like most like pure, like just wholesome things that I see in the wild occasionally is like an old person at like we've been doing doctor stuff with the hospital and the baby, and it'll be like an old person is there for a doctor's appointment, and like you'll hear them, Alexa or Siri, make a appointment for, and like it's like them just like talking to their phone, but like very loudly and like they would a person, not like hey yo, set reminder for this. That's what we would do, and it's like, hi, how are you today? Please remind me at 8:30 to preset the oven. And like, I have a doctor's appointment with Dr. What's your name again? With Dr. It's like, nope, now you got to restart it. You can't, like, it's not going to go through the whole thing. But like, old people talking to Siri is like one of the most like wholesome things. It just like, I could watch that all day. Not in a mean way, because like,
bro, I'd do that.
They struggle with it, but I love watching when old people are just doing that. And it's not like people in their 60s, it's like 80s and older doing that. And you're like, fucking the fact that you can, like, in your lifetime, do you think you were just going to talk to a phone like that? And it's like, here's your schedule. Like, that's fucking wizard shit. Like, they're holding a magic wand.
That's the crazy thing is people used to only talk in the phones. Now it's the least amount of things
you're
that
giving
we do with it.
Chores to the phone, not talk into the phone. You're just telling the phone, hey, do this so I don't have to later.
Dude, I do it all the time. I've completely given up on trying to use my brain to remember anything. Like the other day, I went through and deleted all of my old reminders. There was like 17 of them in there that I have recurring ones for like work, but I had so many of them that were like, set reminder, 6:04 p.m., turn on Astros.
Yeah.
It was like, I am old as fuck. I am an old person with my phone now.
Why do you think we just tell Robert to remind us stuff? He doesn't really remind us a lot of times, but you get better about that. It's like, Robert, like let's give him something to remind us.
Do we have to put Robert on a pip?
No, not on a pip. Not on a pip. Robert would never run a pip. Let's remind us in September. The second week of September, whenever we do that podcast, second week of September. Revisit Morgan Wallen unreleased album.
Okay,
Just
that's
like
it.
I don't want you to give us any facts on it. Just be like, all I want you to do going forward is just like, hey guys, I had a reminder that I was supposed to tell you guys, revisit Morgan Wallen unreleased album, and we're not gonna remember this conversation. So we'll be like, what? Okay.
I need you to remind me of something too. That can be Alex's. I need you to remind me October 1st, let's call it like 6:30 a.m. Just wake up.
On October 1st?
Yeah, just right when September ends. Make sure you wake me up.
Gotcha.
So really, you can even do it at midnight, but I assume, you'll probably, it's going to be a Monday going into a Tuesday. You'll probably be asleep. I'll take the morning wake up call.
And then also, if you could remind me, we'll actually be recording on this day. This is April of 2025. It'll be April 30th, 2025. If you could set a reminder for that, just remind me that tomorrow it's gonna be May.
Nice.
All right.
Okay.
All right. So those are 3 reminders. This isn't a pip plan. It's just, I just kind of want to, like, I think it'd be funny just to remind us of random things that we don't remember, because we always tell you to remind us of stuff. And if you did, we'd be like, what? Okay.
I do all the time, but you guys forget.
But remind Pat also, April 30th, 2025, attend book burning. Don't tell him what book, but just say attend book burning. And then Pat will think we talked about something like a book burning. And he was like, what book burning was he going to go to? Nothing. It was nothing. But this will make for comedy for future us.
I won't fall for that. I don't read.
Yeah, but you burn books. That's why you don't read.
Burn.
You burn them.
I fucking burn trees, bro. I don't even do that.
I saw something on there.
I'm so boring.
Something on the news is this mom protesting these like 9 books in her kids' middle school or high school library, and it was like, well, they make things seem uncomfortable or whatever. And her logic was just really dumb. It's like, I don't know, your kid's probably not in the fucking library. I don't know if you know that. Like, I think you're wasting a lot of your time. And if your kid's in the library in high school, tell him he's a nerd. Just go ahead and tell him that. All right.
Yeah, the library is useless now. We have iPhones.
And then tell him if he's not already a nerd, he's probably like, you're sorry, because he's probably get made fun of because now his mom is being a real loser and complaining about library books. Like, now he's that kid. So I'm sure you really got your kid set up for success here. Don't worry, he couldn't read To Kill a Mockingbird.
Yeah, can we just go ahead and defund libraries already?
No, we don't
Like, any book, I could spend 45
Oh,
minutes looking up a book, or I could probably download it in 8 seconds.
Or even better, I could download the Cliff Notes.
Also, then we don't have to have this fucking debate about schools anymore when parents are like, they had gay porn in there, but guess what else has it? The little device in your child's pocket. If they want to find it, they're going to find it.
It's true. And like, how do you know all of the gay porn books in your kid's school library? Is it your job? Like, we're like, well, you know what they better not have in there is gay porn. We better go through every book to make sure we find it all. That seems chill.
I can't have my child see another child performing sex on each other, so I will instead look at it first.
Did he say they were? Well, no, but I just know that could happen. Books have things in them, and they could have bad things. Okay. Did you want to like go
what else has
outside
bad
or
things
something?
on it? The iPad that you hand your child every time you don't want to parent them. That also has bad things on it.
When you give your kid the iPad so you can go search his big brother's library at school and then yell at the principal for it.
You know what else is on the iPad? The Anarchist Cookbook that teaches you how to make bombs.
And Pass the Grade podcast. You can also go and the Anarchist Cookbook doesn't teach you how to make Pass the Grade podcast. Nothing could teach you that. But it does have YouTube, which goes to Pass the Grade podcast.
Just years of alcohol abuse and untreated mental illness. That's what teaches you how.
My niece was over yesterday and she had her little iPad out and she was watching something on YouTube, and like the urge I had to just like grab it when she got up for a second and be like, subscribe. I was like, but no, I don't want to like pop up in like an algorithm. And then like, you were saying Morgan Wallen songs about the N-word. She was watching that. And I'm like, well, I mean, she's learning that we don't like Morgan Wallen.
Yeah. Also, a fun thing to do when they're on their iPad, if you're around little kids, just walk by and hit the power button. They get so mad. They get so mad. It's
Or just hit it where
hilarious.
it just turns the screen off and it just goes to black.
Yeah, well, that's the power button.
Oh, I thought you mean like hold it down and actually turn it off. I was
Oh,
like,
no. You
that's-
think you're going to get it out of their kung fu grip? No, you just walk by
no,
and
probably not.
boop, you just hit it real quick. And usually they don't even yell at you. They just make a noise. It's like, "Eh!"
Yeah.
It's funny every fucking time because it's not your kid. So you don't have to deal with it. You can just walk away. Now, someday it might be your kid, but at this moment, it's not.
But if you're a person that doesn't like, I don't think anybody that listens to this podcast or watches this podcast is that way. But if you're a person that doesn't want books in your kid's library and you're worried about that, just a fun little feature I learned. If you go to the podcast app, you can just hit transcribe on it now, and it will just transcribe everything we say. So like you can just be like, here, read this. And then instead of them reading whatever nefarious books you didn't want to read, and just be like, read this podcast. It's a book. We are actually writers, and we write a book every single day. So like all these magazine people like, okay, you call yourself a journalist. Well, I'm writing books every fucking day. I'm covering the hard hitting topics like books and book burnings.
Well, you definitely do it every day. I would do it every day, but my ghostwriter just keeps not showing up. So a lot of my wisdom
is an actual ghost.
Yeah, a lot of my wisdom just goes to waste.
Yeah, it ghosts to waste. Am I right?
God damn it, you are a clever boy.
All
Sorry,
right.
no, that's wrong. You're a clever
guy.
daddy.
I thought you were gonna go Velociraptor reference, but
No,
Don't.
just wanted to call you daddy again.
I was hoping you were not gonna do that.
Oh, it's a thing now.
Oh, I know. All right, let's move on to the not cool segment where we tell you guys what's not cool that happened to us throughout the week, and you can also vent to us as well. We're at PassGrayPod on Twitter. Hit us up at PassGrayPod. Use the hashtag PTG not cool and just vent to us. Try and summarize it where we can read it in 3-4 sentences. And just if you stub your toe, that's not cool. If you get run over by a bus, also not cool. Varying degrees of not cool, but we'd like you to vent. It's a good little stress relief for all of us, and we're going to pick some of the best ones that you guys and gals send to us each week and read them. The Not Cool segment is brought to you by the Pass the Gravy merch store. This week, a lot of things in life are not cool. Pass the Gravy merch store will always be cool. There's a 4th of July sale. Don't know if you know about that, guys. 4th of July sale going on for, as we're recording this, 4 more days. 5 hours and 59 minutes right now. So you want to go out there and you're going to get, what's the discount on it? You're the store guy.
20%
discount. 20% off.
20% off.
What? Why would you not go? Why would you not go? Paydays, Friday, go to PassTheGravyMerch.com. We got the Ladle X North America Gravy Tour shirt. We got the IP in pools with the asterisks that says P as in listen to Pass the Gravy. We have the Gravy Gang Sun shirt. That's been a very popular one. We have Pass the Gravy available wherever cassettes are sold. It's got a little tape deck on it. We got the Ladlettes tank top version. We got the Gravy Gang tank top version, and we got the Gravy Gang sun hat with like the dad version. I love the Ladlettes tour poster and all of the stickers you can get as well. We got the tie-dye dad hats. We got the PTG IC shirts. We got the PTG shorts. I don't know why you're not rocking the shorts. I love the shorts. Those are my go-to around the house shorts. They are absolutely nails. They look like they're gonna be like sweatpants material. They feel kind of like sweatpants material, but like when you're wearing it, you're not feeling like they're not heavy, which is awesome. So like you don't feel like you're not sweaty when you're wearing those. And I know you don't want to be that way. PTG dad hats. I saw somebody had messaged me today. They're like, over the week, they were like, you should have Pass the Gravy hats. I was like, link, we got some Pass the Gravy hats. Guess what? Go get you some. PassTheGravyMerch.com. Don't forget, April Fool's summer. It's April Fool's summer. every time. All right, guys. I know it's the middle of July right now, but it's April Fool's somewhere. Okay, and if you are more an April Fool's guy or gal, April Fool's somewhere shirts. That's also going to turn heads and get everybody to ask you about it, and then you can tell about your favorite podcast. But you got the Gravy Gang sticker set. We got all kinds of awesome merch at PassTheGravyMerch.com. When life feels not cool, throw on a little Pass the Gravy merch, and you'll feel a lot cooler. If you get anything from the Pass the Gravy merch store, Robert just had to be Ashley's employee for a whole week because she bought so much shit in the store. If you go buy a bunch of stuff at the store, Robert will work for you too. PassTheGravyMerch.com, and then we are at Pass the Gravy Pod. If you get anything, tag us with your order, and then when your stuff arrives, tag us, screenshot it with your order, and then you can black out all the stuff you don't want us to see. But when your order gets there, show us you in that stuff. We love it when you guys share yourselves wearing Pass the Gravy stuff. We love it when you guys are repping PTG out there. This is, again, like, we don't ask for money outside of this. This is a merch store, so you're getting something in return for whatever you're given, and we're not ever going to put us behind a paywall. We're never going to like charge admission for anything like that. We're 100% free. We're here to just hang out with you guys and gals, and if you want to support the podcast, this is a great way to help us be able to pay for website fees, and help us be able to pay for server space, and help us be able to pay for Robert to edit the YouTube videos that you guys get to watch while you're killing time at work. All right, this just helps us out, and we rarely see any of this money, really. We rarely see any of this money. It goes right back into the podcast to kind of keep it a self-running machine. But PassTheGravyMerch.com, support the podcast, please. PassTheGravyMerch.com. This is the Not Cool segment.
Not cool, man. Dude, that's not cool. Not cool. Not cool. Dude, that's not cool. Not cool, man. Dude, that's not cool. Not cool. Not cool. Dude, that's not cool. Not cool. Not cool.
All right, let's start with some listener and viewer submitted not cools. Our first one comes to us from our buddy Todd Voss at as_seen_by_TV on Twitter. And Todd says, his not cool is getting Thursday off for Independence Day, but still having to work on Friday.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one, buddy. That sucks.
Did y'all not just take off? Like, I mean, I don't know. I'm in a unique situation, but I feel like a lot of people just did the Friday. They took the Friday anyways.
I work in a restaurant. You can't just really, hey,
Yeah,
I'm going
yes,
to
you
take this
can't.
off. They're like, no, you're fucking not.
That's true. You have also different circumstances. I had a friend that's he decided his office was like, we're gonna come in Thursday and just have Friday off because they were in that situation. Like, I don't give a fuck. We'll just half-ass it on 4th of July, and then Friday we just won't be here. I kind of like that idea too. But I always like traditionally, I feel like you usually do get the Friday with the Thursday, and that's always where it's nice because, like, I don't know, Thursday, Wednesday,
Like office
Thursday,
jobs and stuff,
Friday
yeah.
are like the best days for 4th of July to fall on. I guess the Monday's a good one too because you get the long weekend after that. But like Thursday,
No,
you usually
because-
get that, and then Wednesday, it's like, are they gonna make you come back Friday? I guess they could make you come back Thursday.
I think Monday would be the worst day for it to be on because, like, yeah, you get that extra day, but then you have to go into work the next day, and the day after, and the day after, and the day after.
It's a
So it's
4-day
like
week though.
if you really fucking get after it on 4th of July and you're hungover as shit, you could be facing multiple days of hangovers at work and then still have more days at work after you get off it. Thursday,
Yeah.
I think, is the best day for most people because you are going to get the Friday off.
I feel
if
like
it's
Tuesday would be
Wednesday,
the
they
worst
might not
because then
even
they
give
could
you
make you do
Thursday.
all of it. Because Tuesday, you're definitely coming back Wednesday. Like, we're not gonna just give you a second day in the middle of the week. So then you maybe get Monday, but then you could have to go Monday. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. It's weird, but that does suck, dude. When you get the because you're like, oh hell yeah, we're there for the weekend. Psych, got to go back one more day. But Todd, like you ain't getting shit done. Like, not just you. Like, everybody that's got to work Friday. Like,
Oh yeah, dude, I worked this morning. It was really slow. I was bored out of my mind because it's the day before,
Everybody's
4th of July.
traveling.
Like, or they might even be already off work.
we're
They're
shopping,
just trying,
getting
they're
ready.
getting shopping done, preparing for it. They're not there, and then I have to open on Friday morning too, and it's gonna be like, well, everybody's full for 4th of July, or they're not at work. That's all that I'm hoping for is that they're not at work, so they go out to eat because they're too tired to cook anything for themselves, even though they have 30 pounds of leftovers.
Since you work in a restaurant, like after watching The Bear, do you just get like more into it ever? Or are you just like, fuck it, I want to go just chop up some onions right now? I want to say
Sometimes,
hands
yeah.
all the time. You get like a
We
week
don't
period where
do
you're just like
hands.
dialed in.
We have an open kitchen, So like we're not just yelling hands because then everybody in the restaurant would just be hearing us yell all throughout their meal, and that's annoying. You just fucking run it. But
Yeah.
the whole like when they are chopping onions and shit, I'm like, fuck yeah, dude, I want to do some knife work right now. I'm not even good like that. It's fun. I like cutting food.
Never did. See all the stuff they show, like where they're like shelling peas. It's just so they have like stock of peas and stuff like that. I was like, I would be like, I fucking hate this shit.
Yeah, we don't do any of that shit, luckily. But that's actually the kind of stuff I'd be good at. I love doing just monotonous fucking work.
I'm good
I'm
at it
like-
for a little bit, and then I get bored. And when I'm bored, I'm like, oh no.
Yeah, I'll
No,
get
I'm not
bored,
doing
but
it.
like if I'm just doing the same thing over and over and over, you don't have to think about it. You can think about whatever else. You can listen to music. You can fucking do something else while you're doing it. But if you have to pay attention a little bit, that's when it sucks.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But that's a solid, not cool, Todd. It's a solid one to
Very.
start us off with. Next one we got from Bro Brad at the Long Dude on Twitter. He says, I was looking forward to an easy drive on the tollway this morning, but Mr. Cruise Control set to 67 with 2 hands on the wheel and at 10 and 2, baby on board sticker, wearing a mask, driving a minivan, a mile clear with a mile clear of road in front of them. It was in the left lane. Okay, so you got
Yeah,
cruise
you
control,
probably
dude.
should.
Probably going
I
below
think-
the speed limit.
Yeah, that dude. I mean, you should kill that guy. You should just get to kill him. That guy's a fucking asshole with no
You
concern
should
for
get a
anybody
ticket
else
when
on the
you're
road.
just driving like a dickhead. It's like dickhead driving. It should be a ticketable offense. I really think it should be.
Yeah, I mean it is for causing unsafe driving conditions. Like if you're going underneath the speed limit in the left-hand lane, they can ticket you if they wanted to. Like if you're backing up traffic, they can straight up ticket your ass for that.
I got almost ticketed for. I got pulled over for driving below the speed limit too much because I saw the cop and I was like, and I slowed down real fast. And he was like, yeah, you're going like 15 miles below the speed limit. I was in the left lane, but he's like, why? I was like, saw you. I didn't know how fast I was going, and I just had that instinct of like, ha. And it was like, well, I
Just
want
be
to make
like-
sure I'm not speeding.
I started to sneeze uncontrollably, and I tried to slow down my speed to keep better control of the vehicle.
Yep. Should have done that.
I'm allergic to bees, and I saw a bee, officer. I can always pull that one out.
Yeah, just do a Tommy boy.
All of a sudden, there was a bee flying around, and
flesh off.
I
Save
freaked
yourself.
out. I hit the brakes and rolled down the window, and it flew away.
Thank you for saving me, officer. And then they feel like a hero.
Thin blue line.
Next one, last one from you guys and gals this week is Ashley Wilkins at Buster Healer Mix on Twitter. She says, my trash can was not picked up my trash can was not picked up on the street. We think the place across the street blocked it. Thursday is trash day, so now we have to wait until Friday for pickup. So you gotta wait one more day. But still, when your trash doesn't get picked up, that's not cool. And especially if it's because of somebody else, that fucking sucks. Okay, so I get it.
Yeah, that
You're right.
blows.
You're right.
Anytime your
It's
trash
solid,
doesn't get picked
Ashley.
up, you're just like, God damn it.
Like, what do you guys even do here? You know, what do you guys even do?
Well, you have filled up on the house before me, and you couldn't take my bags too, you assholes.
And then Melissa Hyde had one I wanted to get to. I forgot to add her to our sheet, but Melissa Hyde says her not cool is getting woken up late at night because your 18-year-old is trapped in her bathroom counter or in her bathroom because a giant tree roach got into the house. Had to help her escape and barricade the door. That was just a funny one. Her daughter saw a giant tree roach and didn't like it.
Here's something people need to remember about roaches, though. The bigger, the better. Big roaches are just, they're roaches like
They don't
get
live
it.
there. They don't live there.
You don't want the little roaches. Those are the bad
That means
roaches.
they're at home. The baby ones are in home. They're at their house already. They live in your apartment or your home. Big ones, it's like
I think they're
oh,
called
how do-
German cockroaches. It's ironic that they're the ones hiding in your house.
I remember when Emma and I, at our old place, I think I've already talked about this on the show a bunch, but it was like our neighbor we'd have new neighbors move in and they'd spray for the roaches and the roaches would all come to us and then we'd spray for it and they'd go to them and then they'd spray again. And it was like the roaches just moved back and forth. But we had those little ones. They were fuck faces, dude.
Yeah.
They were fuck faces, man. And like I remember the last day I turned my key in, I went and I was like opening the drawers in the kitchen to make sure that everything was out of it. And like I opened it and there were like 5 of them just running around. I was like, fuck you. I'm so glad I was out of that place. So glad. Fuck roaches, dude. Fuck them.
Fuck them.
Ooh, Vladimir Tarasenko to the Red Wings. Breaking news.
Ooh.
The Tarasenko show.
You might
As
want
they
to get
call it.
another Detroit tattoo. Then you'll win it this year.
Yeah, maybe that's it. I go Giants, Red Wings tattoo.
You get another Red Wing on your other foot. So it's like wings. We'll call you Achilles. Wait, no.
I don't want to
Who
be
was
Achilles.
Artemis. Artemis. He was the one that I think was the messenger god.
Icarus.
Nope. Nope. Icarus flew too close to the sun. I'm pretty sure it was Artemis.
He had wings. He had wings.
Yeah, but in Disney's Hercules, the messenger one, he had little wings on his ankles.
I was more of a nutty professor. Hercules. Hercules. Hercules.
What the fuck are we doing today?
I don't know. This is a weird one. This is a really fun podcast. I feel like. I hope you guys are enjoying it. It's a holiday week. I'm sure if you're listening to us, you're probably at work right now. So I hope that we're providing a little relief. All right. It's a holiday week for us too. Okay. Holiday week for us too. I'm gonna crack some alcohol. I haven't cracked alcohol in this pod in a little bit.
Oh, I've been sipping on a little bit of pink lemonade vodka because it's literally the only thing I had left in my house. I killed everything else the other day.
You gotta wash the dogs down. Oh, by the way, a certain former alcohol sponsor of us I saw is relaunching.
Who cares?
Yeah. So that's really what I wanted your reaction to be.
Good luck with that, buddy.
Enjoy learning Mandarin, pal. Look at Robert sitting like he's on a barber chair.
All right, well, I'll start us off. My not cool
Oh yeah, yeah.
is that I just pounded 8 glizzies in an hour, and now I'm sweating and like really sleepy, which is
Well,
not
what is
a
the
great
count at?
combo.
What's the count at right now? Robert, just make the count like 28 right now. But
Oh,
just
I
you've
thought-
done all the things where you superimposed and doing all the
Yeah,
hot dog eating, right? So just
Yeah.
put it like right now it's about 28.
Yeah, I ate in an hour 7, and I've eaten 20 more in the last fucking 19 minutes, whatever it is. I can't do math right now because I have X amount of goddamn glizzies in my stomach right now.
Just like, yeah, just make it like 8 and then just all of a sudden jump to 23.
I should have
Like, don't
made a
even-
fucking cup of coffee to go with
Don't
it.
even adjust it.
So now that you've had as many as you had, could you do like the 999 challenge? How do you feel about
He did
that?
8.
I did 8 in an hour, dude.
Okay,
And I
Yeah,
wasn't
Pat
even
could easy
trying.
do it.
I wasn't even trying.
but that was just the hot dogs.
Oh, I mean, here's what you don't understand.
If you had to space it out, could you do it? Like
Drinking-
not just do it all at once.
Drinking is my one true skill. It's the only thing I'm truly good
It's
at.
actually true. Very
And
true.
when I drink, I actually start to like people, and it like lightens me up for the first couple drinks. So yeah, the 999 would be no problem at all. Like I'm full, and the spacing out probably wouldn't help a lot. But you know what? I'm also going to be getting some burps in there because all the beer. Look, I did this beerless. I got no burps to help me feel better to lighten up the load. You know, I'm probably going to get some farts in there too. Beers make me gassy. No problem on the 999.
All right.
I just got to hope there
Alright,
isn't
yeah.
one inning that's like an hour long.
Because then you get
'Cause-
full.
I'll get sleepy.
You get full and you get sleepy. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, dogs, man, they bring you down. You're not exactly eating high quality fucking meat,
That's kind of the beauty of it, though, too.
which is like why Joey Chestnut might have been the greatest American of all time.
No, because he would have found a way into this year's tournament.
That's true. He is maybe the
He's right there.
greatest American athlete of all time. Like I had
Yeah, not even close. Not
I
even
can
close.
only like how does Joey Chestnut not just pass out the second?
Joey
bucket goes
Chestnut,
off 'cause he's so
secretary at
full?
1-2.
Yeah,
Without
great
doubt.
Americans.
I'll go next. I didn't really have a great one, but mine not cool. I just put dad soreness is what it is. I didn't really think about it, but like I holding a baby, you use all the like my shoulders are sore because you're constantly like in a weird angle, and then my back is sore because like you'll hold the baby and rock her, and then you're kind of hunched over. So then right here in the small of your back gets sore, and then you're like, what the fuck is going on with my back? And like my shoulders.
What's the one that's on
are all
like
fucked up?
below your shoulders on like the side of your ribs? Is that like your lats or whatever? Your lats are gonna get so
I don't
fucking
know, but
jacked, dude.
that's yeah, and I think I'm gonna just have killer shoulders. I'm just gonna have fucking killer shoulders. All right,
I mean, now that I think about it,
that's pretty good shoulders, but like
I can't think of any
killer fucking
dads.
shoulders.
I can't think of any dads I know that don't have like strong shoulders.
Yeah, I can already like notice like little things about just like and she's getting bigger, so like it would be harder to pick her up, you would think, but it's like
Are you body shaming your baby?
well, no, like it's normal. Like you want
Oh,
like that's
okay.
the weird thing is like they need to gain weight. Okay.
But I think a baby's
Cool.
the only time when it's just socially acceptable to call them fat as shit.
Oh, look
Like,
at
oh,
Tommy,
look
look
at
at a
that-
little rose.
Look at little chunk, little fatty, and everyone's like, "Yeah, I know she's so good."
Yeah.
Dogs and babies.
Yeah, fat dogs are funny. Fat cats are also funny.
Fat cats are really funny
Fat cats are really funny because you're like,
'Cause
dude,
they're
you're on
too
your
fat to
own.
be-
What are you doing?
they're too fat to be bitches. So fat cats, I feel like, are always nice.
Yeah, Garfield, he was cool. He just
Also,
hated
they're
Mondays.
fully fed, so they're happy.
So yeah, just dad sort of. It's just all the muscles that you like. Oh, like I don't use the back of my shoulder blade muscle, I guess, very often, or I hadn't really used whatever this is on the back of my shoulder very much until recently, and now it's like lots of wear and tear.
Hey, El, did you know it only took your dad 2 weeks to start complaining about you?
I'm not complaining. I'm very happy. I would do this all over again. I love this, but it's just like little things.
Yeah,
You're
I
like,
bet
oh
you
yeah,
would,
I
you
guess.
dog.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you get it. This guy gets it. This guy knows what I'm talking about. But yeah, dad sort of might not cool. Robert.
I had a very similar one actually. Just earlier today, I was like moving away from the desk, and I turned like to walk away, and I have no idea how that turn did it, but like I just felt like a sharp pain like near my shoulder blade, like back area, and now that's sore, and like just putting my arm up to like be resting on my desk,
Uh-huh.
I feel that pain. It's like just sore now.
Are we having sympathy pains? Because your shoulder, he said shoulders, right? Like in my back, right there this morning when I was like getting into my car. I think it was some of the way that I slept on it all the way driving into work this morning. It was so uncomfortable. I just had like this little twinge in this muscle in my back.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. I think it's sympathy pains.
I love that. I love that. Like we're like when girls hang
synced
out a
up.
lot. Yeah, our periods are syncing.
Mhm.
Girls.
I heard that for guys when we hang out a lot, our diarrhea cycles sync up.
You been having diarrhea?
I mean, yeah, usually.
If you just always
I'm
have
a-
diarrhea.
I'm a very unhealthy person, Alex. Actually, yesterday, I don't know what it was that I ate, but I thought by the end of the day, my asshole just wasn't going to exist anymore.
That seems bad.
Yeah, I thought I was just going to wipe it away. I was real worried from like 2 to 4 p.m. I was like, this is starting to become a problem. Calm down, man.
My in-laws bought a house and it has, they call it a hillbilly bidet, but I had like that's definitely not what it's really called. And
Is it just
I'm
like a squirt gun?
because no, it's like the like when you pull it out of a sink to like hose down a sink, it's like that, but it's got like a shower head that you would turn on the water with. But like there's not like it's just like you would stand, it's next to the toilet. There's nothing else. Like so you would just theoretically, I guess, pull it over the toilet or just stand and spray your asshole like you would like do the dishes. And I was like, that seems messy. I have no idea what it is, but like they were talking about covering it up. I was like, no, you should just get like a real bidet. Like just put real bidets in there. And just because I want to be able to be like, oh, we should go see your mom and dad. I got poop. I want to use the bidet.
Next time you're over there, before you go to like Lowe's and buy a like $3 actual like garden hose one that's got a spread like a jet setting on it, and screw that into theirs and be like, now it's a real hillbilly bidet.
Or I should get like, for the little kids where they put like, it's like a whale that you'd put over the sink. So it looked like a water fountain. And you're like, oh, cool. Now there's a whale that squirts water out when I want to brush my teeth. Just do one of those over it. Like, oh, that's what that is. Now it's a whale. I don't know if that's
Squirtle.
Fuck yeah, dude. Squirtle. Saxophone Squirtle. It squirts out a saxophone. That'd be sick.
And the saxophone goes back up, so that would actually probably really help in cleaning your asshole.
And the whole time that like it's squirting is we're gonna get copyrighted right there. Can't do that. So we all have sympathy pains. I'm glad that we're all on the same page. Glad we're all on the same page. Solid, not cool, everybody.
I'm glad that our pain brings you happiness.
I'm glad that my pain makes you guys sympathetic.
I love.
And I am also sympathetic toward your pain as well. So there we go.
Did your butt hurt yesterday too?
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Sympathetically. All right, let's wrap this bad boy up with the answers segment. We do the Precome segment at the beginning of the show where we bring in any questions that we have, any ideas. If you want a business pitch for us, this is your turn to do what we do in the Precome segment. Hit us up at Passing Grade Pod. Use the hashtag PTG Answers. That's the best way to reach out to us. You can also email them to us, passinggradepod@gmail.com, and that will come to us eventually. But I don't check the email every week, so if you want to get seen, Twitter at Passing Grade Pod. Use the hashtag PTG Answers. Make sure you attach that hashtag. You want advice, relationship advice? We got that. Parenting advice, even though like that was always a joke. Now I guess I'm not giving I'm not going to give parent advice. No, I'm not that guy. Not that guy.
Do it. No. You should
it.
be the guy that acts like, was it 2.5, 3 weeks in now?
Yeah, that got some traction.
Dude, no, act like you're the one that
week.
knows what the fuck you're talking about, Vic. Dude, I've been a dad for almost a month now. I think I know what I'm talking about.
Well, that was last week when I was like, it's not even like that hard. Like, it was like, yeah, okay, come back in 2 months. Like I bookmarked every one of those comments on it, and I was like, I cannot wait to remind me in 2 months, Robert. Go dunk on everybody in the "I'm a better dad than you" video we made.
Have you had a super blowout yet?
I
saw a video yesterday where they lifted up the kid's shirt and it was just caked to their
she's
entire
like kind of
front.
she's kind of small, like, so she's too small right now to be like producing enough. Like as she gets bigger, then like it's like the shits are kind of just like quick.
That's gonna be a not cool for you. The first blowout, you're gonna come back in here and be like, dude.
I did have yesterday. This is gross. Nobody cares. This is the 4th of July episode. It's a little weird. But yesterday I was changing her, and she had a dirty diaper, and so as I took it off, I put it in the diaper genie. I'm going to grab the other one, and like when she's got it all over, like I have to like hold her legs up so she doesn't kick in it, and like so I'm going to wipe it, and then like I have her kind of like lift it up, and she pisses just like all over herself. So then it goes down because I'm holding her at an angle, and so then I have to like I can't set her down because then I set her in shit. So then I kind of scoot her back a little bit, and then as I'm scooting her back, she just projectile shits all over like where the little like changing station we have is. So it's just like, what the fuck is it? Like, there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on.
Is she big enough yet to where you get to do the little running leg thing and then you push him back and she farts? I see those baby videos all the time. And it's awesome.
She can, yeah. That helps with it. We don't always do that, but usually you can just burp them and stuff.
That's honestly at this point the main reason I want to have a child, just so I can make him fart.
Yeah, it's pretty sick. Hilarious. It's pretty sick, but yeah, so that was like the worst like shit story I have so far. But I'll save the good ones for y'all when we get them. That was just like, whoa. Poop. Yeah, poop. It's awesome. But this is the answer segment. Let's get right into it.
just answer the question. Why just answer the question? Be honest. No big deal. Yeah, answer the question.
Don't change the subject, just answer the fucking question.
Any questions?
All right, let's start off with our buddy Josh Tree Caudle. At Joshua Tree 713, he says, "Is the hot dog an American taco?"
Yeah.
No,
Yes.
a hot dog's a hot dog. A hot dog's a hot dog.
No,
A hot
but
dog's
it's
a hot dog.
but it's an American taco. Because if you ask most people, what cuisine has Mexico given the rest of the world? I think most people would answer, like, or what one piece of food? People would say the taco. And people from it's not actually from there. Fuck you. Taco comes from Mexico. Don't overthink it.
Yeah, dude. it
What
does.
one piece of food has America given to the rest of the world? It would either be the hot dog or the hamburger. So I would say the hot dog is
Because
but
you
like
would
also
say like
yeah, hot
Germany,
dog. Yeah, Frankfurters.
the Frankfurters.
Yeah, I'm leaning
Terrible
towards no.
German accent.
Fuck it,
I-
dude. It's shaped like one. It's an American taco. You can
No,
say
it
it came
is-
from Germany, but it's ours now.
It's not an American taco. It's an American staple, but it's a hot dog. A taco is I can get it. Mexico tacos are from Mexico. That's a scientific fact. We just proved that. But tacos are also like American tacos are American tacos. You know, like we also get to claim this.
Yeah, actually, if I was going to claim it as anything, I might say it's a white taco.
No, white tacos, crunchy shell.
Yeah, I mean, there's that too, but I was thinking the fact that like
Old
actual
El
tacos, you know,
Paso.
you get like lime juice and fucking pico and cilantro, and white cuisine is a lot of the time they say it's bland. It's a stereotypical. I don't actually agree with it. Most whites can actually cook. We get a bad rap,
Have you seen the bear? They can all cook.
but
You know,
like
only some of them are white.
hey, some of them would be like, "I'm not white. I'm Italian." Newsflash, you're fucking white. But if you're just gonna eat them like I do, with a little mustard on top and nothing else, that's pretty stereotypical white cuisine. But okay,
Sure.
I'll
43 right now. 43 hot dogs, by the way.
Yeah, dude,
Update the
it's
count, please. 43.
I'm
43
fucking
hot dogs.
turtle, or fucking prairie dogging it right now.
Prairie
They're coming out
dogging,
the other
yeah.
end.
Yeah, it's an American staple, not an American taco, and hot dogs
Yeah.
is hot dogs.
Yeah, because America, we do still has badass
Yeah.
tacos.
Yeah. And
We
badass
invented
hot
the lo-
dogs.
We invented the lobster taco. What's up, rest of the world?
Yeah. That's all.
You're
That's all
welcome.
American does. We just take your stuff and make it better. Jordan Welch has our next one. He's at J_Welch2795 on Twitter. And Jordan says, "Is there a difference between hobbies and interests?" I think
Yeah.
that like a hobby is something you actively do. You can be interested in something without it being a hobby. You can also have an interest that is a hobby, but like, I don't know. Cause I would say like, I was trying to think that was like, Alex, you don't play football, but you watch football, but watching football is my hobby. My hobby is football, not
'Cause you
playing
do the
necessarily,
watching.
but participating in watching football and talking about football.
Yeah,
So
like
that is an interest and a hobby, but like cooking is an interest that you can have, but it's not a hobby because you don't want to cook. Like you're interested in watching Top Chef and Chopped, and you like watching food shows, but you don't necessarily want to like learn how to do all that stuff. You're interested in it, but like hobby is when you're actively participating. Like woodworking would be like, oh, I'm gonna go build a table in the garage. That's a hobby. But like if you were just interested in watching Ron Swanson make tables, that's an interest.
or like I'm interested in having sex with Victoria's Secret models. I don't get to do it though, so it's not a hobby.
Yes.
That's like I think Leonardo DiCaprio might be the only man on the planet that actually has that hobby.
Like I would love if my hobby was being a winning gambler, but currently my hobby is not being a winning gambler. Being a losing gambler.
That's kind of a hobby of mine now. I've been doing well.
Yeah. I feel like we reversed on that at Gravy Gambles if you want to watch the losses. But yeah, so interest is something that like you like.
Hobby is something
and
you
hobby
do.
you're doing it. But
You
you can also
participate
be
in it.
a hobby can be an interest. An interest can't always be a hobby. It's a great question, Jordan. I like that a lot. We had some American ones. Like so some of you guys that had sent stuff this week maybe didn't get picked because there were some people that said stuff that just like if it was an American themed anything kind of, I was kind of bookmarking those for 4th of July week. So these are some that we're just going to kind of go through right now. But these are actually this one I think came in today. But Raimundo says Raimundo Benavides, he's at K Mundo B. We got some power rankings. We are the best in the world at power ranking things. Raimundo Benavides at K Mundo B says power rank these great American heroes. He gives us Captain America, John Wayne, Rambo, Forrest Gump, and Uncle Sam. Robert, I want you to go first on this.
All right.
It's a good like range of great Americans.
I'm going number 1, Captain America. He saved the world. He brought back half of the world from Thanos.
Why didn't he bring back the other half?
That was already here. That's the half that got to live. He brought back the half that died.
He brought back Batman, right? Because that was he died trying to save Iron Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what makes a real American hero to me.
I agree.
Number 2, I'm going John Wayne, Rambo, Forrest Gump. And then last, I'm going Uncle Sam.
So you just went in the order they were written down, huh?
It's all one. There's 5 options. How many? There's 5 options, but my list has 3.
So you have first, second, and fifth.
Yeah.
First tied for second, fifth. Okay.
Uncle Sam last because taxes. We don't really want to do taxes. It's every Olympic.
Oh, you just threw a wrench in my rankings, sir.
That's the guy?
I thought he
Uncle
was just
Henry-
calling for patriotism and
Fuck. All right. Yeah. Hold on.
yeah.
Glad
Yep.
I
All right.
didn't
Well,
go first.
I'll go next. Captain America is 1. He's Captain America. It's right there in his name.
Yeah.
And he got chosen
Well,
because
Uncle Sam
he
is
was a good
USA, man.
But where?
The tax
I mean,
thing.
Uncle Sam. Actually, I think we have to give Uncle Sam a last name. It's got to start with A.
America.
Uncle Sam America. Damn, that's good too. But yeah, Captain America is number 1. I'm gonna go John Wayne number 2.
Ooh.
Possibly the most
So did
iconic
I.
American movie stars of all time. Just a fucking man. And it's fucking cowboy movies, man. Cowboy movies are always gonna be American. That's just dope. It's a truly American experience, except for the fucking Mexican cowboys already. But just ignore that part. 3, I will go Forrest Gump. He fought for our country. He represented our country, and I don't know if it was the Olympics, but some sort of ping pong competition. Just
I think it was
general
the
all around
Olympics.
good guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if they were in the Olympics or not. 4, Rambo. Also a veteran who got fucked over by the government, and I think we can all relate to that right now. And number 5, Uncle Sam. Yeah, taxes. He was going to be number 2 on my list, but I forgot about taxes.
People forget about
Uncle-
taxes. It's every 4 years, so it's easy to forget.
God, Robert just started the free fall of Uncle Sam. It's like when a dude's a projected top 3 pick, and you get to the 20s and he's still there, and you're like, what's happening? People remember taxes. So I went, what did I say? Uncle Sam. Or no, not Uncle Sam.
Not Uncle Sam.
Captain America, John Wayne, Forrest Gump, Rambo, Uncle Sam.
Well, I had Uncle Sam 1 until the taxes thing.
I love our
So-
country. I hate our government. It's a healthy
Right.
attitude.
I mean, every 4 years expect us to pay taxes is bullshit, but at least it's only every 4. I'm gonna go. Damn. I gotta go Forrest Gump 1. Because like Forrest Gump did everything, dude. He was a veteran. He was an Olympian. He did was a pal with the Black Panthers.
He
Did
was
all that stuff.
He was a
Did it
veteran.
all.
Captain America never leaves the service. What do you hate?
Well,
You
he
hate
is
our
a
troops?
veteran. He is a veteran. Number 2, I'm gonna go Rambo. Veteran, badass, awesome.
Killed a lot of communists too. It's a good
He
man.
hated commies. 3, I'll go Captain America, veteran. Didn't watch his movies. Thought he died until Robert told me he didn't die today in Avengers. Learned that. I forgot about Fat Captain America. That he was the one that didn't die. That made sense. John Wayne, I guess I'll go. No. I'm gonna go Uncle Sam 4. I'm gonna go Uncle Sam 4 because he got people to enlist in the service, so he got people. He was supportive of the troops. And John Wayne, draft dodger.
He's
John
also
Wayne
from
didn't go.
California, and he went to USC.
He's a draft dodger too. He was in draft class 1A. 1A after Pearl Harbor. I don't know if it was his choice or the studios, but he got the studios to let him out of service.
Hey,
Kinda
you know what?
crazy.
He served
Kinda
our country
crazy.
in another way. He made great cowboy films.
By pretending.
He made McClintock, God damn it. I'm pretty sure that was well after the war, but he did it.
So I'm gonna go Forrest Gump, Rambo, Captain America, Uncle Sam, John Wayne.
Fair enough.
That was a good power ranking.
Alex loves taxes.
I don't love taxes. They were 4th. Uncle Sam looks awesome. Uncle Sam is cool. Whenever somebody's dressed as Uncle Sam, you're like, that guy's badass. Ryan Miller, remember in the Vancouver Olympics? That cool ass fucking Uncle Sam mask where it just was Uncle Sam rolling his sleeves up like he was about to kick somebody's ass. That was a fucking awesome goalie helmet. Uncle Sam looks fucking cool. I just didn't know he fucking was the tax guy. My bad.
I want you to pay your taxes.
No, we
fuck
want you to help your country. I see that and I'm like, I'd love to help my country. Not fighting because I'm not good at that.
I still love Uncle Sam. I still love this country. It's still real to me, damn it.
That's a good power rankings. Mundo, we have another power rankings just because it's 4th of July. Glamour Perry sent these in at Glam4Life on Twitter. Glamour says, power rank these 4th of July movies. Now, there are a lot of movies you could classify as 4th of July movies, I would imagine. These are the 5 she gave us, okay? I think these are a good smorgasbord of 4th of July movies, okay? So, power rank these 4th of July movies she gives us. Independence Day, Forrest Gump, The Sandlot, Jaws, and Top Gun. Robert, how many of these movies have you seen?
I have seen, I would say like 3/4 of them, or 3/4 of one.
And that one is The Sandlot.
3/4 of 10 of the movies that we have done power rankings on in the last 2 weeks. But you go first then.
All right. I want to go, and I see, I'm not even going number one, the one that I've seen, sort of. I'm going Independence Day, number 1.
Okay. All right, right answer.
Independence Day, number 1. Number 2, I'm going The Sandlot. Just because I know it's a baseball movie. That's also number 1 that I've seen parts of. I've seen 0 of that movie.
That's pretty wild.
Number 3.
What do you do with your days?
Number 3, I'm going Jaws. Jaws number 3. It's got a cool shark in it.
Yeah.
It's got a cool like little theme. Dunna, dunna. Instantly recognizable.
Mm-hmm.
Number 4, Forrest Gump.
Forrest Gump.
Exactly. 4 for Forrest Gump. That's the one that I've seen some of.
It's a long movie, to be fair, but it is also on all the time, so you should have definitely seen all of it.
Well, I saw it in school. Like they would play like, oh, we would have like an off day, and so I would always just see like bits and pieces of it. I don't think I've ever watched it all the way through. So that's why it's my number 4.
Do you know what Walker told Jenny in Forrest Gump?
That he has AIDS.
Well, she has AIDS.
That she has AIDS.
Well, she actually told Forrest that, but similar.
Okay, Jenny, I'll raise the AIDS, baby.
And then...
Oh, wait, is that the same kid? I mean, I know it's the same actor, but is he supposed to be the same kid in Walker, Texas Ranger? Haley Joel Osment has had AIDS in 2 movies before he was 6.
Wait.
Or 2 bits of
Wait, what?
Yeah, you didn't realize that's Haley Joel Osment?
Well, no, I did. I didn't put 2 and 2 together.
This is the first time that I have either.
Is Haley Joel Osment the AIDS kid in Walker, Texas Ranger because of Jenny? Conspiracy theory? Clip that. We'll
His
clip
mom,
that.
his mom is nowhere in that clip. So,
Mhm.
Nowhere to be seen.
and it looks
Probably
like it
playing
took
a
place on
guitar
a big
naked
farm.
somewhere
I
in
bet
front
you
of a bunch
Forrest
of
would have.
vets.
Forrest definitely would have bought a farm and moved to Texas.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. Bubba Gump. You've seen the big the big stake they got on fucking Pleasure Pier. He's probably trying to move that thing to Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Okay, Forrest Gump 4.
And Top Gun 5.
Okay, so run through them again.
So I've got
Fast, would you?
Independence Day, The Sandlot, Jaws, Forrest Gump, and Top Gun.
My mind is just broken right now.
I'll go next. I'll give you a minute to process that. Number 1 is Independence Day. We will not go quietly into the night. Dude, that scene fucking just gets me rock hard every time. And it's Independence Day. It's the fucking name of the movie. It's great. Welcome to Earth. So many great quotable ones. 2 is The Sandlot. Probably the greatest 4th of July scene in movie history. That looked like the sickest 4th of July party. The entire town was there.
Did you think all of your 4th of July parties were gonna be like that? Like I was
Yes,
like, I
and
can't
none of
wait till
them
my
were.
family does that. You're like, God damn it.
I mean, don't get me wrong. My 4th of July
We
party.
never got to go play fireworks baseball. My friends never did that.
Yeah, which by the way, how much money would it cost to have the sky lit up so constantly that you could play baseball?
It's not possible. But Robert, they
It's
would
not
go play.
possible.
They play ball all day during the day, and then 4th of July was so special to them, Robert, because then the fireworks meant they could go to the ballpark and
Play
they
a
could
night
play,
game.
and it was a night game, dude. It's the beauty of
crazy.
America. That's why you need to watch Sandlot. This is the perfect. What are you doing tomorrow? You better fucking watch Sandlot. I'm gonna DM Sam and be like, Sam, make him watch Sandlot.
3.
I'll buy her a
3,
baseball planter if she.
3, I'm going
she
Forrest
watches
Gump.
Sandlot.
Forrest
3,
Gump.
Forrest Gump. All right.
4, Jaws. The scene when he's talking about the USS Indianapolis is great, and also 4th of July is in there. 5 is Top Gun. Absolutely love that movie. One of my favorite movies of all time. I don't think they had a 4th of July scene in there.
But it's American.
It's American as shit, so it definitely belongs
It's
on the
American.
list.
It plays.
It is less 4th of July than the rest of them, even though I also can't remember a 4th of July scene in Forrest Gump.
He was just American. Like it was a couple years, so I had to go through 4th of July.
Yeah, at some point. I don't know. Maybe when they were at the protest, was that the 4th of July?
I'll allow that. Sure.
When he
I was Martin Luther
accidentally
King. I was Martin Luther King.
Ah, shit.
That I Have a Dream speech. Remember?
Morgan Wallen probably thinks it was 4th of July.
Morgan Wallen hated that speech he was at.
He was when Forrest accidentally knocked out the speakers. Morgan Wallen cheered.
Yeah, he was one of the guys cheering. I think he was an extra in the movie too. He was like, I was there in real life, and my grandpappy was too.
I was at the protest. I was protesting the protest, but I was there.
He tried to throw a chair at the mics and everything too. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I got it's all across the board. Independence Day is 1 because Independence Day fucks, and it is called Independence Day, and it is 4th of July. That is a 4th of July movie. 2 is Sandlot because that absolutely fucks. And if we did a power ranking baseball movies, I would put Sandlot probably 1, even though there's awesome baseball movies. Sandlot is it's Little Giants to me. It's a Little Giants feel with me where it's like, I remember that. I always got that. Forrest Gump is 3 again. Yeah, no 4th of July scenes that I remember directly. Forrest Gump was a fucking crazy movie, dude. It was as a kid. Like, did you just watch that? Like, is this movie ever gonna end? And then
Every
it just keeps
time,
going. It's like
it's on
6
TV
movies
for-
in one movie.
It's on TV for like 4.5 hours because they still have to take commercial breaks.
Yeah. No, it's like all day. It's like a Christmas story, but they just play it once. But then you're like, all right, this is a story about a kid that can't walk good. Cool. All right. Well, he got bullied. All right. Now this is a story about a college football player. No, it's not. This is a story about a guy that went to the military and made a friend. No, now it's a story about the guy that's after the military, and this is how he does after that. Now he got into ping pong. Now he's in the Olympics. Now he's got his old military boss that he's reunited with. Like, there's 7 different chapters of it. Like, Forrest Gump would be I don't know why they haven't made it into a series. Like, they could
Because
absolutely.
don't touch it. That's why.
I don't
Just
want him
touch it.
to. I don't want them to, but the way they've done everything else, like they
Don't even-
butchered Fresh Prince of Bel-Air
Robert, you
and
need
tried
to,
to do that on Peacock.
Robert, cut that part out of the podcast. We can't have that going out onto the internet and the algorithm picking up on it and then Hollywood doing it.
But does it not seem like Forrest Gump would be the most perfect, like, oh, we could make an 8-episode miniseries of Forrest Gump? Because you could really just do an hour and a half on like every part of that movie.
Yeah,
You really wanted to
but you
deep
know
dive
what?
into it? I don't
I'm
want
pretty
to.
sure they already did an hour and a half. That movie was 15 hours long and it was perfect.
That's true. That's true.
What are we gonna get a
So-
whole fucking a whole movie about Jenny's AIDS? Nobody wants that.
Well, we had an episode of Walker Texas Ranger about that.
We get a full sex scene between. Oh, actually, we did get a full sex
We
scene
did.
between Jenny and Forrest,
Forrest. That was weird.
and he got dizzy.
I got dizzy. Forrest Gump 3, Jaws 4. There is 4th of July mentioned in that, so that's why it's 4. Top Gun fucks, but 4th of July is like the specific 4th of July scene is lacking for me. So I will go Independence Day, Sandlot, Forrest Gump, Jaws, and Top Gun.
Same, buddy.
Boom. Boom. All right. Great power rankings, Glamour. Great power rankings all around. Love that one. Love that one. All right. We got a couple more questions. Let's wrap it up with Alex O at Alex McThunder 1 on Twitter. And Alex O says, would you rather eat breakfast for dinner or dinner for breakfast?
I mean, breakfast for dinner. Dinner is already a thing. It's great every time. I
Yeah,
also don't really eat breakfast. I do tend to eat breakfast for dinner more often than I do the other way, just because sometimes I open the fridge and all I got is eggs.
Look, they don't serve breakfast all day long at a lot of restaurants because breakfast is special. But that's why it's awesome when you get to have it for dinner. Like your mom's like, hey, we're making bacon and eggs. Like, what? What? We shouldn't be doing that now. What are you talking about? McDonald's stopped making breakfast at 10. And she's like, no, bacon and eggs. Fuck yeah. Although if I had steak at breakfast, I'd still think that was awesome too. But I would pick, like, if you could have one meal of the day, like, every meal all day, it would be breakfast. If I could have bacon and eggs every, like, breakfast, lunch, dinner, I would do that.
Well, just from a practical standpoint, I mean, yeah, I would love a nice New York strip for breakfast or a piece of chicken cordon bleu. But here's the thing, that's a heavier meal. And I'm struggling right now. If I had to eat a full meal like that for breakfast and then go to work,
Hot dogs for breakfast? Fuck
Bro,
yeah, dude.
zero productivity at work that day. And like, I've had a lot of days recently where I've been close to that anyway. But man, dude, can you imagine showing up to work full as fuck?
Yeah, I mean,
You
Pretty
get on the
brutal.
radio and you're giving them what I'm fucking giving you right now. It's not gonna go well, man. You can't be eating that much in the morning.
it's
A
breakfast.
couple breakfast
for,
tacos though, yeah.
Breakfast for dinner. Easy.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Easy. All right. Last question we got this week is from Brendan B. He's at hurdy-gurdy 42069. I do remember he's written in before. Fantastic handle. I got to mention that every single time. 42069. Awesome. Hurdy-gurdy. Fucking great. But Brendan B says, are birds UFOs? I don't see them flying around with ID cards. So how am I supposed to identify them?
You are almost onto something, but there's this thing, there's people called birders, also known as bird watchers. That's all they do.
Drone watchers.
They just look up and fucking identify those bitches.
Yeah, I think
Right,
that's
Do
but
what
I'm
it
not-
is. So you don't
I'm
have to
not
do that.
that. I shouldn't have to do all that to identify birds. I think like unless like if a bird doesn't have a tail number to identify it, like if it doesn't have a number on its tail like a plane does, and it doesn't have a fucking ID card that I can see when I ask it for one, yeah, they're UFOs. I don't know what the fuck kind of bird that is. What is that?
Also,
It's a winged one.
I don't see a lot of birds, but the birds I do see are pretty easy to identify. Oh, pigeon. That's about it. That's all I see for birds. Maybe if I'm down near Galveston. Ooh, seagull. Occasionally you see a little cardinal and you're like, holy shit, a cardinal.
It's a
It's all red.
Pidgeotto.
Oh, I can identify birds. I'm fucking good at shit.
That's a macaw.
And if you don't know, you know, you do. Bird. That one's a bird. Nailed it.
Yeah, just do cows. Like cows. I know what kind of cow it is. I just know what it is. But also, most people don't know birds. So unless like you're calling a cardinal something else, like just make up the names.
What's the? It's just something tit. There's a bird that's called a tit.
blue-footed booby. They have the booby.
Oh, the booby. That's another great bird. We should power rank birds next week.
Let's power rank birds, but send us dirty birds. Like dirty sounding bird names.
There is one that's called a tit. I can't think of the full name of it though, but
You might be thinking Lake Titicaca.
no.
Or the Hurricane Nefertiti.
Could be that.
Man, that's gonna be a rough one this year. But yeah, birds are UFOs. Birds are UFOs, absolutely, Brendan. With that logic right there, like if I can't identify you, dude, you're a UFO. You are unidentified.
But I mean, in the way that, like, I can't identify when it's flying through the air if it's a 747 up there, but I can be like plane.
Right.
With bird, I can just be like bird. I might not know the type of bird, but I can tell it's a bird.
They all look the same to you, huh?
Yeah.
They all look the same. Wow. It's interesting that you just would think you can assume what kind of race these birds are just by a quick glance.
I can do that because I don't respect them.
Stereotyping. Well, they're drones. They're not real anyways.
Fucking government. Goddamn Uncle Sam.
So they are absolute UFOs. Great observation, Brendan. Great questions, everybody. This has been an awesome episode. And I hope that this is a short week episode. That's what that was. And I thought we were fun. I had fun. I don't know if you guys had fun listening to us. I hope you did.
I did. I'm just sleepy.
How many hot dogs we at?
Fucking, I made it up to 54 and I
54. Damn, dude. That's our total. 54 hot dogs. Fuck. Who would have thought?
Seriously, for the last, like, I don't know, hour, my shirt has just been up over my belly because I'm warm and I have a fan blowing on it.
Like a panda.
Yeah. Which was one of my nicknames in high school.
There we go.
Panda.
Red chubby panda.
No, it was just Panda back then.
Well,
it's actually Red 6, and that's just because that was Porkins' name in Star Wars. I got layers to this shit, dog. All right. That's
been it. Happy 4th of July, everybody. We love you guys. Please share us with a friend. Just go to passgravymerch.com. Help us out. Get some awesome summer merch. You're going to love it. I promise. Make sure you're following us on Twitter. I'm at Alex J. Middleton. Pat's at NatPatDeon. Robert is at Robert Barbosa03. We are at Pass the Gravy Pod on all socials. Go to the YouTube channel. Subscribe to it, Pass the Gravy Pod on YouTube, or just search youtube.com/@PassTheGravyPodcast. And then go subscribe to us. Go comment #Pat was right on the comments right now, and then share us your favorite bird as well if you also want to comment that. Share the podcast if you get an opportunity when we post it on Twitter and everything. Just retweet it, man. It helps us get the word out there, and just share us with a friend that listens to some podcasts. If you're stuck at work with somebody right now, like, and you're listening right now, but hey, check out this podcast that I listen to. It's pretty cool. Go and give us a 5-star review on iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio, or wherever else you listen to podcasts. If you're listening, hit play on the YouTube version. If you're watching, hit play on the audio version. Help us get those clicks on both ends there. You guys are fucking awesome. We're very grateful that you guys are hanging out with us on another 4th of July episode. Let's wrap this up with our random celebrity generator. What do you guys got? Who are we picking this week?
Snoop Dogg.
John Wayne.
Snoop Dogg, John Wayne. I'm going to go Morgan Wallen.
I hope you fucking hit it with Morgan Wallen, with somebody that you hate. That we all hate.
All right. Bill Goldberg is what we're starting on. Bill Goldberg, Morgan Wallen, Snoop
Hulk Hogan
Dogg,
comes up, I'm gonna be so
John
pissed.
Wayne. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Judy Garland.
Nice.
All right, let's do it again.
Golden age of film.
3, 2, 1. Ted Danson. All right. Last one. And we have to do 4 because 4th of July, 4 times. So we get one more after this.
Okay.
Seth Green. Nope.
All people
right.
that I like so far.
4th time's the charm. Snoop Dogg, John Wayne, Morgan Wallen. Here we go. Paula Radcliffe, a professional runner and the world record holder in the marathon. Not even close. Not even close. And we had Jim Parsons a week after I said Jim Parsons last time. Fuck, we were so close.
I wanted to say Rip Van Winkle. So I'm ready to go to sleep for 40 years.
That'd be sick. That'd be sick if that had been him. But yeah, it wasn't him. All right, guys. Have a great 4th of July. Be safe out there. Come back with all your fingers next week. We love you guys. Until we talk to you next time. Pass the gravy, you star-spangled bitches.
Gravy, gang, gang, gang. Baby, pop the top and let it spread. As we're listening to Pass the Gravy. We're going fishing for your bitch today. We're drunk in Houston, Houston, baby. Now we go here.